Okay, now everything should be fine.
Crash, is music playing? By the way, I don't hear anything. Oh yeah, it's bulb. Sorry.
It's very thematic.
All right.
What time is it right now, Crash? For us, game-wise?
Let's see. You guys woke up late, went out, talked to Nikolai, talked to Paige, traveled across town, had their little arguments. I'd give it 5 p.m. So 1700.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to start using 2400 time because that's what my workplace does. I don't know why.
Because it's special. By the way,
It's awesome.
I forgot
We're
dark
also
vision.
Asian on.
I forgot dark vision lasts for 8 hours, so I recorded that dark vision was just turned on at 5. Unless because
Well, it would have been turned on earlier. It's 5 now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
Crash.
it would be like 4:30.
Oh, okay.
So,
What's the backstory of how Danue came into work with?
Why don't you ask her?
I did.
well, no, we just said that instead that she just gave a deflecting answer.
Oh,
We
she gave a
didn't have-
deflecting answer.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
at the time we didn't have it.
Well, then why would I ask her again?
I don't
She
know.
obviously doesn't want to say.
Yeah, if she's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not gonna be like, all right, bitch, tell me later. Ugh, I put in Connor's favorite smells like jasmine, and I'm just gonna change it to Connor's douchebag dad smells like jasmine.
I'm sure you guys can come to love him in time.
No.
They'll
would
make
rather
you
die.
love him one way or the other.
Man, that sounds creepy.
It is, because it is literally rape, so it's like, you can't even, like, say anything about that.
No, I'm telling you right now, if I play him aggressively, which I can do for any piece on the board, I just gotta focus on one piece in particular. If he plays aggressively and actively, he'll kidnap one of you.
Oh,
and
God.
make you join his family.
Also, I just remembered I had, literally, like, this charm thing that bards have.
Counter
and I
charm?
just, yeah. And the only time it would have been useful, I just didn't think of it. I was just like slapping Connor.
Make a
Well,
cheat
counter
sheet.
charm has to be done when it's being cast. It doesn't affect it after the fact, if I remember correctly. So, what are you all up to?
Are you ready, Garth?
For what?
To
Are
play.
you to
Yeah,
play?
no, I'm set up. I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry, I didn't catch you.
It's all fine.
So, what do you lot?
What the?
I'm not there yet.
This is true.
So we were in the hall. We were doing what? Eating?
Well, yeah, eating if you want. Like, the room service is there to order.
Kind of chatting, roughly figuring things out.
Yeah, I'm more concerned on the planning phase as of the moment versus the
What you're-
everything else.
what we're
What
actually
is the
physically
menu
doing.
like?
Well then, jumping straight into it. Finding someone is not that difficult. But it does take time, and it's a matter of how much time you're willing to spend and how much time you're willing to sacrifice. How much we can be afforded. First off, I think we should realize that we know nothing of the lay of the land, as it were. That should be our first order of business. Navigate.
So, how would we go about that?
Find out if there are any mercenaries in town. That should be up your avenue. See if there's any recent employers and look for protection, that sort of deal. They might know a thing or two. Servants gossip. Find out if there are servants somewhere that we can talk to. See what they know, if they know anything at all. People eat, and if there are this many summer houses as we think there's, then they have to be supplied. And if it's not on a year-round basis, they'll probably have suppliers. Find out who those suppliers are and see if we can manipulate them in some way. Food must come in, poop must come out. Noble or not.
I'm just doing background stuff. Keep going.
Have a fun time.
And beggars tend to know a lot of things, see a lot of things. Could be worth asking them if they're around.
Isn't it the Noble District?
You just need to know where to look, Jedemir.
Fair enough.
Also, since it is a noble district, I'm sure there are beggars at the gates, as it were, outside. They would see the comings and goings, would they not?
Whenever Karis and I were walking around earlier, did we see any beggars about?
There are some, but not a prominent amount versus any other big city that you've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, have they been to a big city?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the
But
only
I
I'm
one
like
that-
from a big city.
You're from a city. Big cities are like capital zone. It's the
Okay,
place
but
where
I-
I gotta give like a second moniker to them.
Alright, but I live close to a big city. I've been to one.
You have a
You've been to
rough-
one, definitely. You've definitely been to a big city. I'm not saying you're from one, but I'm saying you've
Okay.
been to one, definitely. There's a traveler. You all except Chenamere probably have.
Yeah!
Small town girl.
Living in a lonely world.
Thank you for picking up on that.
Of course, it's the best song in the fucking world. Anyways,
Debatable, but
At this
I did-
point, Karis is gonna just like come into the room, smash the door open. Also, my eyes are really red because I've been crying. I just read in my notes. And I go in, and I just sit down. And yeah, that's it. And I like sit there like a really mad teenager, just like, you know, arms crossed, legs up in the air, next to the table, and you know, listening in. So yeah, I'll continue.
can we just like gesture for Nevi to be like, go be motherly? Talk to cares, you're the nice one.
how do you gesture that?
I think Chandler would just straight up like
That's a lot.
just-
That's an awful specific.
That's a very
phrase
specific
to
thing.
gesture.
No, I feel like she just like looks at Nevi and just kind of like moves her
Does a
hands like
little
towards
nod.
cares, just like go that way. It's very
nods.
obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, she nods and does so. Cares soon enough you feel familiar. Arms wrapped around you.
Oh.
That's okay. Thank you. I don't do anything. I'm still being a buggy teenager. I have to sit with my mean dad on the same table after he grounded me. I don't want to do that.
I'd hate to interrupt your game of cards, but a question for you, 3. The summer
okay.
houses, are they occupied all year round? Are they occupied by the same people? Or is that information I'd have to find out?
Connor just defers immediately to Cedric and Velasca, and then they both look at each other. Connor or Cedric shrugs while nodding. And then Velasca turns away from him and looks at you. As far as we know, they have something of a skeleton crew. Keep the place tidy. Year round.
And are the summer houses owned by specific people?
Owned by specific houses, yeah. Noble houses.
All right, so a list of noble houses residing in the district. Where might I look for something like that?
Portfolio gets slapped on the table. She slides over. All about asking the right questions.
I'll start going through the list as I look through my notes to try and find the name.
There is no. I will tell you right now. There's no house, Hildwin, that owns the summer residence here.
Is there a friend of their house? Well,
Do
not
you know
friend.
who the friends of House Hildwin are?
That's why I was asking Aldrich. I was like, do you know if they have like harder connections with people?
Nothing that springs out at me from this list, no.
I do believe we had 2 other names that were. It was his brother, 1 girl, and 1 boy. I just don't remember who they were.
Well, you're already incorrect on that account. So there's a
Oh,
lordess, a lady, and a lord.
Ah, yes, Lord Miles Hilduin from Senseg.
Sensei. Yep.
Senseg, sorry. My
And
notes
then-
are-
and
Accents.
and then the lady, and then the lord. That was
Lady
right
and
a
the
boy and a
lordess.
girl.
House
Lordess.
House Rider from Sylphwall.
One you're relatively familiar with.
And
Relatively.
I can't read my notes. Milia of the Heartlands?
Can't read your name.
So there's Lady Medea.
Midia. That's D, right?
So Medea.
Oh yeah, and I figured, and I remember she was a rather quiet, studying kind of person, right?
Well, you don't know how she herself is. No,
But the house, like,
it's a
Researchers.
studying. It's a house of study and research. Yes, that doesn't mean they're quiet. It's just like studying tends to be quieter than doing other things like war
Yeah.
or farming, which actually you can see being done.
yeah, she's a farming
Chocolate
scientist.
making.
sort of thing.
Chetamir, if you're feeling restless, I have a suggestion for you. Your friend, Edgar, he's got a pair of sharp eyes, yes?
Ah!
Yes.
Come nightfall, have him circle the noble district and try and memorize which of the noble house's buildings are lit. If they have a skeleton crew all year round, that might be all of them, and that way, at least we know that's not a. It's worth a shot.
What about seeing if they're slightly more active in a way? Because even the skeleton crews, they'll be uniformly active most likely, but if there's like any guards or anything there, they might be slightly, I don't know, something.
Busy.
Yeah, he can also look for like
Thank you.
signs of like people coming in and out, or like it seems like rooms are actually active. Like,
And now I'm wondering if we are great minds or fools.
Yeah. I can have him look around, see if there's something of interest at the very least. Yeah, I'll do that. I will also cast Dark Vision because on him when we do that because he can't see in the dark. Wait, shit, that only
This is
affects
true.
60 feet. Fuck.
Well, to be fair with you, if places are lit, you'll still be able to see them.
Yeah, fair point.
Just
You
as
can
long
also
as there's not like a magic tree in the sky that he might fly into or something. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Kiers is just muttering under their breath, like, I can also cast Enhance Ability and their perception.
That would be useful, thank you. This bird's gonna be magic the fuck out.
the best fucking bird.
Anything
You guys
that
do
can.
notice that the card game that the three are playing, which Anela has also now joined, by the way.
Of course she has. Is she winning?
Let's find out.
Yeah, this is the important part right here.
1d4.
No. So
I think roll 20 has like a dex. Oh my.
that's Valeska's.
So he lost.
Cards.
The thing is, as rogues, they can't roll below a 10.
That's fucking cheating.
Oh, right. So
They actually can't roll below a 10. Like,
Yes.
even if they roll that 1, it doesn't
okay,
count as a 1.
so Cedric is winning.
That's
No,
insane. He has a
Valeska's
plus 17.
Oh, Valeska. Okay, Valeska goes to first. Sorry, because she rolled a 20. So
Go not 20. What the fact that I put Connor.
I guess we don't
Why do you
add
have
like the
s-
11, right?
Why do you
Then they can
specifically have a cards button?
Because that's in their tool proficiencies that they play cards a lot, and they play cards a lot.
Oh. Oh, so you're not rolling who's... Okay, I got it. I get you.
No, I think would have a +6.
I love how
Oh.
Valeska is like slightly better than Cedric.
Man, Nella is definitely not winning.
No, she's not.
So
She's there for
Valeska's
fun.
winning. But only barely.
What was that we said? A good host lets his guests win.
Hey.
You can tell that Valeska and Cedric are definitely cheating, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a given, to be honest.
Never trust a dealer.
And despite how effectively Cedric can cheat, Valeska cheats better. And you can see that Nella and Connor know that the other side's cheating, but they're still just playing and going along with it. This seems very nuanced and routine for them.
Aw.
But despite this, you do notice that, not in the case of Manella, I know it doesn't really care, but in the case of the other three, as cheatingly attentive as they are to the cards, 2 of them at least, they all are paying attention to you guys. What you're saying, what you're thinking.
I think it's in our best interest to eliminate areas rather than search through them all at one by narrowing our scope. Within reason, of course. The more places we can eliminate, the less we have to search.
Why don't we just make him come to us? I mean, we do have the 400-year-old wine, and he's a alcoholist.
We don't know that for certain.
Also, I don't think we ever said he was like an alcoholic. I think he just favored drink if he has the option.
Yeah, but he's a noble, and we
Yeah,
have a
fair
very
point.
cool drink.
Yeah.
It is a possible.
Don't want to do
Yeah,
the
it's a
same trick more than
possibility.
once. Then you kind of notice a
Not-
pattern.
I'm not trying to do the same thing again. I'm saying we can just drop the word that we have it, and
Okay.
he'll come to us.
Along with every other house in the Noble District.
Yeah. And we can exchange it for favors in the same way. You can have it if you tell us where he is, or if you bring him to us, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a stupid idea.
No, not
It's not a bad
necessarily.
idea.
We should probably get an idea of what we're dealing with first, then carry out that plan.
Yeah,
Because
I
if we
think
are just
intel before action.
Yeah, okay, fine.
indeed. Because if we simply invite them all, then we'd be randomly hoping that he would arrive while we have no one to observe where each noble house is coming from. It could pan out, it's a gamble. But dividing and conquering to begin with, and then meeting up here again, might be a better start.
Yeah, okay.
So, what do? My lovely players.
Favorite for idiots.
Seema and Chedomir, I have a suggestion. You two speak mercenary, and mercenaries do like to drink,
Vaguely.
so stands to reason that finding them and buying a drink, greasing the wheel, so to speak, should be doable at this hour.
I
If you're
think that sounds like a good plan.
I agree.
And Curse, you could channel your vulnerability, garner some sympathy from potential servants if you can find them. I'm sure there's some scurrying about at this hour doing errands.
How am I supposed to do that?
Just be yourself.
Alright.
Or if you're rather more interested in talking to beggars.
I guess I can do that.
Yeah, ask questions, see what they've seen. Rather than offering coin, a hot meal and a place to sleep will go a long way.
Yeah, sure.
I myself, since I do have a means of representation, could see if there are indeed supplies being funneled into the Noble District. Organ Acquisition does deal in goods, corporeal and ethereal, as it were. What say you?
I don't think there's gonna be anyone here. Special watches around, right?
You don't know until you look.
By legal standards and official word, all special watch agents are on hold in the capital.
Yeah, I know, but we also
Obviously,
know
you're
that
in one squad that already isn't a part of that order, but in official
Yeah.
capacity, the ones that
I didn't
don't have
mean-
long-standing stations.
I didn't mean special watch. I meant whatever Valescan said
guild.
regard.
The guild.
Sorry, I meant the guild.
It's all good.
They've almost been recruited by the special watch, but the guild has better offers. And plus, they don't like people as much as people should in the special watch, so can't have guardians of the state if they don't care about the state.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there is not gonna be anyone here. The guild is running everything.
That doesn't mean that they have eyes everywhere or that that they own every single person in the city. Strong, powerful as they are, no one is that
We've tried.
all-encompassing.
They have tried.
There is the guild, and there's a subsidiary sort of version of the guild called the Guild Protectorate, which is a much more legal, actual all sort of like defensive and also insurance claim. Of course, at times it does get illegal when they have to beat you up to get your protectorate tribute, but that's
So the
It's on the up and
mafia,
up.
but a little bit nicer. Maybe?
it's more legit.
Okay.
Loan sharks.
Something
probably-
like
yeah.
that.
How many ways
They don't
out of the
prey
city?
on they don't prey on the weak, but the desperate will come to them because they're desperate. And they're fair enough. Long-term investments tend to pay out better.
If you're concerned, Cash, you can look just outside the Noble District. See who pops out. Check in with the local taverns. See if you can find any gossip. You're a bard, right? Performing might earn you some gravitas, some clout with which you can dazzle your audience.
Isn't clout a disease?
You're thinking of gout.
You're
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
yeah, you're thinking of gout.
That's gout.
Oh, hi, O. Good timing.
And I was also gonna
Even
say, like, as you said, I'm a bard, right? I was gonna say, well, someone thinks I'm not that good a bard, and then just, yeah, just look over to Sars, and then just like look back on the table, being mean, not mean, mad.
Luckily, he's not your audience.
Yeah, sure, I can ask her out. And who's gonna babysit me this time?
There's no need to.
All right.
Current circumstances.
Just try not to get yourself killed.
Yeah, that's I have faith that you'll be able to do this, but also don't go trying to like play pranks on highly trained military personnel.
Don't use magic.
That's already like 2 things of my 3 skills I have.
Okay, fair point. Don't use noticeable amounts of magic.
Also, this is not prank time.
All right. Gears is starting to cheer up a bit more since Sars is not talking.
Well, Owen's here to actually be Saurus.
I know.
Like, I would imagine what you guys are doing right now is where, like, any conversation we as players are having are, like, the highlights of a more longer planning conversation.
Yeah.
I slide the list over to Saurus. Any names jump out at you? Any connections?
Saurus sheets, bottom of it, background information, knowledge, I mean. Boom.
Yeah, he
But
does.
Ooh.
He knows
I'm rolling
everything.
very well today as your GM.
Damn, son.
I'm not sure if I should scare you guys or not.
I am afraid.
It's terrifying and comforting at the same time.
I mean, so far all I've used it for is to help you guys and to successfully cheat in a game of cards, so...
Yeah, sure. So yeah. Yeah, what does...
No one here from Sensig. At all.
What about Graffle or Keplands?
There are, let's see, there are 20 houses that are, so if I remember correctly, there are 4 from the Keplands, 1 from Graffle.
Any from Southpaw?
So far, there are 3.
Those seem positive leads, the surrounding area and acquaintances we know his brother would have.
Could you repeat that?
I said those would seem promising leads, as those are surrounding areas and acquaintances we know his brother would.
It's definitely a start. It's easier to look through 8 houses than 20. Well then, shall we divide and conquer?
Should we split up the group?
And this is how we
I
die.
will be expediting things, so don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
How about we all just roll to see if we find
No, that's
anything?
exactly what's gonna happen. I mean, we're
Yeah.
not gonna say do a single roll. Like, obviously, if you dig deeper into things, we're gonna do more shit.
Okay.
Alright, so
Alright.
we have Aldrich as a group, Chetamir Seam as a group, Karis as a group. Oh, since you're here, designate which group you'd like to join. And I'm just gonna give them automatic advantage as you assist them. Because that's just way faster.
I'll go with Karis group.
No.
You're not allowed.
You
You
can
have
either
two
join Aldrich or
options.
you can join Chetamir Zima.
You can follow me. I'm not gonna interact with you.
I would suggest that you go with Aldrich, because me and Taryn are going with the more rough and rowdy crowd to kind of like talk to them as person to person. Having a noble with us would probably throw vibe
Have a
off.
little drinking competitions in
Yeah.
exchange for information.
Sure.
Alright, Aldrich it is. So, Fred, just keep tabs for this little venture. You have advantage.
Gotcha.
So, we have 3 groups. I'll roll 1d3, being the order I just described. And then, we'll see who's
I imagine at the conversation you're just like, so oh wait, like Aldrich's just like, so oh wait, who would you want to join?
Who's
And he's
O?
just like, SARS, and always SARS is just like, I think I'm gonna go with Kiers, and no, and I think I'm gonna go with Aldrich.
Chetamir Zima.
Party
Yeah.
to the top.
So, you guys stand up. As you guys are all departing to go do your various activities, you do hear as the door is closing, whoever's the last one out. The trio do discuss you guys.
Of course they fucking do.
Talking shit.
if it's me, I will stay
If you-
behind. It's like
If you, it's up to you guys. It's up to you.
stealthily listening in,
Roll yourself.
just like while everybody's walking away. I'm just like standing behind while I close the door and listening.
Someone's listening.
Who said
know.
that?
Alaska. Probably, but doesn't matter. I suppose not.
A lack of shit giving is so good.
Anyways. It's basically they discuss you guys as a group. Planning wise, assisting each other wise, synergy wise, stuff like that. They are technically a party of trained adventurers, and they're just giving you just a general assessment.
So, what do we get from a number of 1 to 5?
Does Kara say that out loud?
I imagine if you like don't say anything after a while, I'm just like, so what do I get? What's my score,
Scale
mate?
of 1 to 10 from the other side of the door.
Scale 1 to 10. This is your GM speaking.
Yeah, please.
As a party, you guys have a 7.
Fuck
That's not
yeah.
average.
That's a C average, baby. We're passing.
Nothing down, nothing up. Just results speak for themselves.
You
So
know,
your score. This is just the preliminaries.
Yeah.
The results are what tell how effective your planning was.
So this is the cramming before the test kind of situation.
Sort of, I guess.
Yeah, and
Oh,
your
shit.
teacher's just like looking over your notes, like, all right.
Anyways,
So,
Be
would
interesting.
now be a good time to send Edgar out? If y'all think?
let's go in sunset in an hour.
Enhance ability lasts for an hour.
We're not sure when we're gonna get back. We should do that now if you're gonna cast Enhance ability, just because I don't know when we're gonna bump into each other next. It might be like the next morning.
All right,
One
so
of
you just
you
like
dies.
Hey, Karis. And Karis just like wings their hand over it, and like a purple thing covers your bird for a second, and then it's gone. He's now better at wisdom checks. He has advantage on it.
Effective and slightly concerning. I let the bird free. Hi.
You doth let the bird free.
Yes. I let Edgar roam around the noble district to keep eyes on it to see which
Roll
house.
perception.
Do I have advantage because of the enhance ability thing?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be very dickish of me to say no.
No, Karis cast
Hey!
it successfully,
Oh my
but
gosh,
like
no,
it just
1002.
doesn't take.
Ah.
Kind of close.
What exactly did you want Edgar to keep an eye out for? I should have asked you this beforehand, but now you know the rules,
Yeah.
so.
It
But
was
I don't care.
it was
Go.
mostly like we had like specific houses we wanted to check first, right? Or just in general.
Well, you can't tell which house belongs to who.
That
just
is
by
actually
flying
very
over.
We
good
were
point.
gonna check for
There's
like
not a nameplate on the ceiling or on the roof like a solar panel that
Yes.
says belonging to blank.
we were gonna check for
There are
lights in the
banners, though.
houses and movements in the houses and like which house is moving, so Edgar
Yeah.
could show us later on.
Yeah, which houses
Yeah.
seem to be a little bit more
Occupied.
active. Or
Yeah,
occupied.
because
yeah.
if it's
I will-
9, we know 1 is gonna be it.
Also, like you said, they have banners. Did the file have their banner on it?
No.
Uh,
Like the banner of like the 3 that you got, yes. The banners of like all these houses, no.
Maybe just keep an eye out for like those 3 banners in case.
You can tell who's from which province by their colors.
Right.
Noble House colors are roughly like they keep a general theme to whatever their provincial color is. Like it's not exactly like the same color palette, but they have like the main color as their main colors, or at
Okay.
least something prominent.
Okay, so he's keeping an
There's
eye
only
out.
there's only one from Graffle,
Right.
so you can find out that one easy.
Yay. Anyways, yeah, he's mostly keeping an eye out for like activity, like which ones seem a bit busier than the rest. Basically. And then he got a 21 and stuff happened.
There is a large amount of people from the Heartlands here, from band-wise. There are also there's let's see, 1 from Graffle, 3 from the Keplins, 3 from the Sofwall, 7 from the Heartlands. Trying to do mental math here. Because I remember thinking this out, but I don't have it written because I was doing anything. I was thinking about it in the middle of the night while I was lying in bed.
Mhm.
So let's see, 11, 14. There are 4 from the exchange, and the remaining ones are from the twins.
What's the
Do I
remaining?
know any of the names on the list?
We're
From
back
the
on those.
Heartland?
I'm not gonna give you 7 names because
Did you say there were 20 or 24?
they're 20.
Never mind.
20. So
You don't know
List.
these.
Rip! It's a bad day, my man.
It's Sunday, my dudes. So there are 2, or yeah, there are 2 from the
From the
twins.
twins, yeah.
I didn't answer that.
No, I figured it out. I did basic math. So Graphol, Kepler, Sifal, Heartlands, Exchange Twins. And these are all just like active right now, basically.
Well, they're there. I'm not saying they're active.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was checking.
These are the 20 vacation homes.
Right. Well, I was checking to see which ones were more active than the rest.
I mean, it is winter. And the Twins doesn't exactly have the best winter climate. Because this place sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So most of them are unoccupied.
Right.
I'll get back to you on the rest of it, because this is Edgar. You guys don't have this information yet.
Okay. The bird knows all.
I'm gonna stop them.
Gets fucking assassinated on the way back. Anyway.
Yeah, Cedric just shoots him. Assassinate trait, double damage.
It doesn't have to,
People
he has
take
4
that.
health. You have to flick the bird on the nose and it probably dies.
It's that one rogue about it, bro, was called.
Super mega
Yeah.
death.
Basically, that's what it was called. Death
That's
Strike, yeah.
right.
Yeah, Death Strike. When you attack a target and hit a creature that is surprised, it must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, save double your damage. Including any crits, including, sneak attack. Just a giant fuck you button. So,
Just put a
Chedamir,
crit
Steema.
on your crit.
But a crit, you good. So, Chedamir, Steema, where doth you go? I don't know why I'm talking like this. Where do you go to fraternize with some mercs?
So once again, I will ask whenever Karis and I were walking around, did I see a particularly military-looking tavern?
Roll perception.
An
I
experience.
mean, in technicality, the Twins doesn't have a military.
Yeah, but just like guards and mercs and such. Mm.
You don't find a place where guards and mercs intermingle. They are quite polar opposites.
Mercs, then. Like the tavern from Deadpool? That.
I have such a tavern in the world, but it's not here.
Yeah.
I also have a different tavern, which hopefully you guys never find.
Hmm.
You do find a tavern towards the bottom of the hill that leads up to, the Nova District and the rest of
Makes sense.
Tierner. It's not run down by any means, but it's definitely not the, most well-constructed tavern you've ever seen. It looks like it was a series of smaller rooms, and it had like an open area, like a bar, originally. But then over time, it just like someone just slapped a roof over all of it, changed the walls and the foundations of it all, and now it's actually one singular building.
Cool.
I would love to go to this actual tavern, except for I'd probably be murdered.
Just appear homeless, and then they'll know you don't have a coin worth taking from you.
Fair point. Oh, I
But then the
should...
bartender will probably kick you out.
Should I leave my bag at the inn?
At the door.
Not at the door, at our inn, before we take off.
It's a hotel, thank you very much. I don't appreciate you referring to the Cascading Etherway as an inn.
Look, everything is an inn to Chedamir because she gives 0 shits.
Fair enough.
It's like how my mom calls all places motels.
Exactly.
Like, even if it's super, super nice, it's a motel.
I think...
Yeah.
I mean...
Like, you having a pack isn't out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Like, you're amongst mercs, so.
Yeah, I'll just keep it. But I'll keep an eye on it.
You lose everything but the bag. Gotcha.
It's just fucking completely empty.
So, it's around, by the time you guys get down the hill, which takes like 25-30 minutes of walking down the main street. Yeah, down the main street, everyone's closing. Yeah. So 25-30 minutes, you guys get there. Light, oozes out from the interior. You can tell that there's a sizable amount of people inside. There's no doorman or anything, because, you know, it would be crazy enough to start a fight here.
Nudge, nudge, you go first.
All right, yeah, I'll walk in
Just
first.
want to... Okay.
What? Oh, he's the same thing. Okay.
Damn you, Discord. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys wanted to discuss a plan before going in, or you just wanted to jump in head first.
Headlong into danger.
Here's the thing. I'll go in first, but you're in charge of leading the conversation.
No, no.
No!
I'm not, no. That's me as Garth as well as Shadowmere, just like, that's a bad idea.
I love seeing two heavily armored ladies who just get like just blades out and everything, just like on their sides. You're leading the conversation. No. You're leading the no. Some passersby just look at you two, just like, alright, not gonna pay attention to that.
Death glare.
You talk to him, man. You talk to him.
No, how the fuck do I talk to him? I'm bad at people. Have you seen me talk to Manila?
Okay. So, let's go in.
Yeah, guys, open the double doors. You guys, the double doors open out into the sort of plus shaped. God, I can't remember words right now. Plus shaped open area. The bar sitting at the very center of the intersection of this plus. It's a circular bar, and around are a bunch of sort of high tables. You know, like bar tables that just go for whatever reason an additional 2 feet up because they can.
Are
And they also make damn good.
At? Sorry.
They're all like high seats as well.
Okay.
You do note that there's no uniformity amongst these pieces, and you also see that many of them have been repaired to a decent, like proper craftsmanship degree. Some not so much. Some are just ramshackle looking. This place has seen many a bar fight, and you realize that tables like this make for damn good improvised weapons should the need arise, because they're incredibly long shafted and can just be swung like a mace or something.
Nice. They planned ahead.
But no fights are breaking out as of the moment. The mood is not tense or anything, it's pretty chill. Obviously there's a general rumble from all these mercs being in one location, but it's not the worst. You guys enter, no one even bats an eye at you guys entering. You guys see similarly clad, armored, and armed. Yeah, no, you see similar people who are also armed, armored. You see a couple of clerics amongst this group, because adventurers need healers after RM. You see archers, lancers, general swordsmen, people from all sorts. The Twins, in technicality, is at the heart of the continent.
Right.
As shit as it is. People from the exchange come here all the time. It is a different, alternate trade route, if you don't want to go through the Heartlands. Which some people don't.
Why? It's a wonderful place with something called the Damned Forest in it. Sounds great.
Well, the rest of the Heartlands is nice, except that some people don't particularly care for Heartlandic culture.
Alright. Where's...
And if you know the way through the Twins, it's just quiet and fun, if you know the way and go on good roads.
So the guy we're looking for, he came from where again? Out of game, by the way.
Sensig.
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 Are there any, notable decal that people from Sensig would... outfits or something?
I mean...
Like how the Twins have the, mountain, the spires things.
Also, emblems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how I'm wearing noticeably Hillandic armor. It has, certain attributes to it.
I'm not saying that you see these people. I'm just going to describe something that would be along the lines of what you're thinking.
Yeah.
If
If
someone's from Sensig, it would be something akin to Mariner stuff, because Sensig is a very much ocean-based
So basically,
province.
we're looking for Kair's sailor costume.
Well, I'm not saying that they're sailors. No, I'm just saying that they have motifs of water and waves, storms, typhoons,
tridents, nets.
something like that. Also, Sensig has its teal color for its national provincial colors, and some mercenaries, like the Emerald Coast Enforcers you guys met way back, do cater to the provincial origin. As for what you see, well, roll me your perception, and let's see if you guys are blind or you guys can see something that's already there, or we'll find out.
Good thing we both have advantage on perception
Yeah,
checks.
we both see real good.
Well,
But
apparently not.
still didn't see very good.
Don't worry, I definitely can't fail as well. Ah, damn it! I was hoping for the irony.
I
wanted
can make
to-
you roll again if you want. Use
No,
an
I'm cool,
inspiration
I'm
to
good.
force a reroll.
I'm all good. Damn, I rolled really good. I got 19 and an 18.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, technically, you only rolled a 13 and a 12, but
Eh.
yeah, you know. What are numbers? Anyways, Seema, you don't see anything in particular related to Sensei or anything like that. Your eyes sort of linger on the clerics and things like that. People that you figure mentally that you can either talk to more easily because you yourself are correct, or people you can at least blend into if you need to hide in the crowd, so to speak. Yeah. Shadowmere, you don't see any mercenaries from Sensei, or anyone that seems like they're from Sensei. Obviously, each person has their own individual story. But there are a number of people here that look like they come from the Sovereign, Spilida Moranis. In particular, there's a lot of mercenaries here from Silfall and Graffle. There are seldom few mercenaries from the Keplins, like ever in Moranis. And Harlan's, well, Harlan's could be anywhere. You do see some people from the exchange as well.
Right. I would just kind of subtly point out the ones that seem more aligned in the direction we're aiming, let's say. Not like straight up pointing at them.
I can also tell you, I can also tell you that a very, like, how to put this, a very small amount of them in relativity to other taverns that cater to mercenaries, even a smaller amount than that, seem, how to say, like a greenhorn, nervous. There's always going to be some new people trying to sign on to a mercenary group, prove their worth, fame, fortune, all stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's always like that someone in a mercenary tavern. This place has even fewer of those people.
Of the greenhorns, are there any of them that seem like relaxed that they just finished a job?
Yes.
Hmm.
There are 3 of them, 2 of which are from the same group as it looks, and 1 that's alone.
I'll kind of point that one out to Seema.
That's not to say they're sitting alone. I'm just saying that they're only alone as a greenhorn of their group.
Of their group. Yeah. What are about like the group sizes around here? Regular adventures, like adventure group size, like of like 4 to 6-ish, or what?
Most of them are 4 to 6. Some of them go bigger. There are companies of a dozen.
Mm-hmm. Any loners, or just like groups of 2?
There are 2 loners. There are like 3 or so groups of 2. But you're not sure if like they're actually groups of 2 or if it's like, waiting at a restaurant where I'm waiting for someone else to show up. Don't worry. That's like that. It's hard to tell at a glance. Yeah.
They got stood up actually. They were
College life.
Feels bad.
Alright, so how do we want to go about this then? Do we want to go for the loners? Do we want to go for the relaxed greenhorns? Do we want to go for like the experienced groups that seem south?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that we're like definitely gonna look for like the more scholarly people. With the clerics, are they generally all, do any of them have any distinguishing features that make them like have like emblems of what god they're a cleric for? Or are they generalists?
There are 8 clerics in this entire tavern.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them seem they don't have any particular emblemonology, which isn't too surprising for adventuring clerics, because I'll take whatever I can get as long as you help me out. I don't know who's listening out there, but please help me save my friends. Thank God. That sort of deal. So 4 of them are like that.
Yeah.
There is one that caters to Jarrah Kane. Surprise, surprise. Adventurous travel. There is one for Aegon Forgebringer. God of craftsmanship, invention, innovation. There's one for Varusha Crozet, the alchemist goddess. And there's one for Mad Stalker Sylvia.
Oh. I point them out to Chetamir.
Mm-hmm.
So
Video first.
okay, so we want to go towards one of the groups that seem like they're from at least a province nearby.
Yeah, because I could have picked them up on the way.
Yeah, so do we want to go for a smaller group, I would guess?
Yeah. If we go for a larger group, we can maybe break off a section. Because smaller group might be more tight-knit and withholding of information.
So I have an idea. If I'm trying to think if it would be good for us to get information if we act like we're about to travel to Sinsig and we're trying to figure out about the people from around it, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like, hey, this is someone looking to go south. Oh, I know a guy situation. Right. Try saying that we're looking for someone that's paying really good or something along those lines. Hints towards nobility.
Yeah, so let me think. I have an idea halfway formed and I'm trying to think of a way to like
I'm gonna, as I'm trying to expedite the process, marks aren't gonna give potential clients to competition.
You know what? When you say it like that, fuck off. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm saying, nip that in the bud. Like, if you're heading south and it's just like, you know, courtesy word, like rumor and stuff like that, that's something. But if you're like, hey, I'm looking for someone that pays really well around here, what can you tell me? They'll be like, yeah, the beggar down the street.
Yeah, we don't know no one. Fuck off.
Yeah. It's bad business moxie.
Here's the thing. Okay, because I have a start to like what I'm going to say, which is hate to spoil my own really good roleplay that I have planned, but this is me talking to Chetamir right now. So
okay, go ahead. I'm not.
Because I feel like it's a good
The world is here. You do you.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of the way that I'm going to approach them is that, oh gosh, how am I going to say this? So I literally have to write it out because we're looking for information on someone who we suspect is around here already. I'm just laying out groundwork right now, not approaching things. I'm actually IRL really bad at planning, so this is
Same.
all my
Why did we go to each other?
Why did we team up? We're the two most socially awkward of the group.
You know what? Yeah. In retrospect.
How about this? Just for this. For the
You
sake
don't
of
need to figure
simplicity.
out every line of your conversation.
Yeah, well, I'm
you
trying
to
to
give me
How
like
about this?
goals.
For the
The
sake of
very
simplicity,
first line is
we
kind
pick
of
a
important.
target, or a target demographic,
Okay.
essentially, and just roll, like,
Yeah.
general charisma
Yeah.
checks to see if we get information.
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
just do that?
I just need to know who you're going against, because different people have different appreciative lines of topic and unappreciative lines of topic, and then different DCs as a result.
So I want to approach like an entire group.
Big group,
Right.
small group?
Smallish would prefer.
Medium to small, in that range.
Yeah. Like if there's a group of like 4, that honestly would be most preferable.
Better to play this now. Both of you roll me 1 to 100.
A D100, yay! Guess who's gonna get a 76?
If you get exactly
No.
76,
I'll take an 18. 18's good.
it is pretty good, yeah.
No.
And if you add those together, it gets 79. That's close.
Damn.
That's up.
Closer than expected.
That's close enough.
So is there a group for us?
There is.
Okay. So
You come up to this group, and you see that it has there's 4 people with it. One lightly armored individual, and she either is very mad right now, or she has an even stronger case of resting bitch face than Chetamir.
Damn, that's impressive.
There is a smiling man next to her,
Oh.
loot in hand. Across the table from RBF lady is a very tall, brawny, also smiling, heavily armored man. And sitting opposite of smiling man. Feeble is not the right word. He doesn't look feeble. He looks lanky. He looks like he has like a runner's physique, if that makes sense. He's very lean. That's not to say he's weak. He's very lean.
Would one say monastic?
Sure. No.
Shoot that down
And-
instantly.
What province do they appear to be from?
One of them appears to be from the Heartlands. He has like something of a what's the word? Handkerchief. It has like Heartlandic colors to it. The other three you don't know.
Okay. So as we approach them, I'm going to address the dude from the Heartland specifically. And I say, good morrow, group. Excuse me, sir.
It's the middle of the evening.
Oh yeah, good eve, group. So I need you to help me settle a bet. I have a bet with my friend here that we're about to head off to Sinsig, and she says that someone from the Heartlands wouldn't know anything about Sinsig, but I thought...
Wow, that's... Ow. Just ow.
Jeremy just like shrugs. She doesn't say anything.
So, if you can help me win this pint of ale that I have been promised, it would be greatly appreciated.
Well, that depends. What do you want to know?
Well...
I can tell you the colors, and that wins the bet right quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, fair. Some technicalities always, but we're on the we're in some business concerning some nobles. I mean, not exactly the wisest business to meddle in, but
Did Discord die, or?
oh, sorry, I just trailed off.
Blah 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 blah.
So,
Hold on, I need a butt. It's been a while since I've done this voice.
oh,
RIP headphone users, by the way, so maybe do something for that.
Just gonna turn the volume down a smidge.
yeah, ready.
Elijah!
There
What
we
are they
go.
talking about? Max, indoor voices? Right, sorry. Elijah, what were they talking about?
Just as loud.
Better. They're just asking about Sensig. Ah, Sensig, what a lovely land it is. Oh, you've been there? Of course! Capital Boy always takes a visit to Sensig. I'm not so sure about that, but fair enough. And he gestures from you guys to his friend. So, travelers, what do you inquire about?
We were looking for just some general information about the nobles of the area. We have some business pertaining to it.
Ah, the nobles of Sensig. I will tell you right now, that is in their very blood. And perhaps their education. That they're all accomplished mariners. Take to the sea like we take to land. I mean, I guess they take to land to it as well, but you get what I mean. I will admit that some of them are on the rougher side, especially when it comes to dealing with those of an elven inclination, but there are diamonds amongst them, I promise you.
Are they saying that the elven people from Sinsig are crappy, or that the
You say nobles.
is
Nobles
elves?
dealing with elves.
Okay. Are rough with their elves. Okay, rough against elves. Okay.
Correct. But not all nobles deal with elves, and those that don't are capable tradesmen, crafters, diplomats.
Diplomats. Interesting. So do they travel often?
Oh, very much so. Well, not all of them, of course, but many of them.
I mean, do you know of any in the area right now?
That's subtle.
I'm afraid not.
Hmm.
I might be from the capital, but I'm no noble's son.
See, because we heard a rumor about one house. What was the name of it again, Chatamir? Can you help me out here?
Out of game, I cannot remember right now.
Whoa, sucks!
I'll find the
Would you
name.
like to phone a friend?
Miles Hilden, brother. Fuck, I never wrote his name. Hilden. His brother's name is Miles Hilden. That's what I have written down.
Hildwin.
Hildwin, thank you. Sorry.
Hildwin.
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 It's like Aldwin. How's Hildwin? Hildwin.
Ooh.
How's Hildwin? Yes, I believe to recall the name. What about them? That they're in the area?
Yeah, we heard a rumor, and getting some in our business, may concern some extended family. So,
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you much there. I don't know every noble in the noble district after all.
Of
But
course.
what's your name?
My name is Kasima, and this is my friend Chatamir.
Kasima and Chetamir.
Squint.
If I hear anything, I'll be sure to try to find you in this town and let you know.
Much obliged.
You hear the lady just.
Having a fun time?
Oh, the greatest. Oh, come now, Vivian, don't be like that. You know you love us all. No, I don't. She's just being shy. She just slams the dagger onto the table surface. Less shy now.
That seems like a vivid hatred and doing this mostly for the money kind of situation.
Don't mind her. We just came into town. Long road here. And we had some troubles at the spires, so...
What troubles at the spires?
The closing it down right now, you know that?
No, clearly not. Why?
Didn't ask. We were coming north.
Hmm.
And we didn't plan on going back down soon, so...
Well, that's certainly interesting.
Shrugs. We're one of the last people to get through.
So, are they letting people head south now, or is it blocked off for the time
Shrugs.
being?
He shrugs.
Hmm.
You lot usually do escort stuff, or what do you do?
No, we just sort of wonder.
Hmm.
The lady, like, pulls the dagger out from the tabletop and puts her arm underneath the table again. Traveling towards us, although we've been escorting him, and he points at the other guy. He's been quiet this whole time. Not like I'm observing you quiet. More like, I don't know how to enter conversation quiet. So I'm just gonna stand here. I'm just gonna sit here awkwardly with my drink in both my hands. He just, as he's getting mentioned, he just does a little, like a little dainty wave, like, hi.
Jimmy just waves back. Not as dainty. Who's he? Or is it like a don't ask, don't tell situation?
Yeah.
Aw, beans! He got that one.
Damn.
Hello.
Hi, what did you hear last?
I heard that you returned the wave, but not as daintily.
Yes, that is important.
What, did you say anything after that?
Yeah, I said, who's he? Or is it like a don't ask, don't tell situation?
I'm Henry.
Insight check, is he actually Henry? I don't fucking care.
Skype, early 40s.
Skype, early 40s, what?
Old guy, early 40s.
Oh, old
Oh.
guy. That makes more sense than Skype.
Yeah, Skype, early 40s. That's exactly when it came out. Yep.
Does he look like he's like vaguely noble himself?
From his current attire, no. It's Henry with an I, so...
Henry.
Fancy.
Henry.
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 Yeah, we just been traveling with Henry, looking for rumor and whisper for certain things, and like he's like tuning his lute.
Looking for what?
Rumor and whisper.
For certain
Oh.
things and the like.
Rumor and whisper seems to be aplenty in this town.
Oh, but we're looking for his particular rumors and whispers.
Such as...
This is far beyond my field of expertise, Henry.
Lacey's honest.
you hear the woman mutter that. At least you know your place. Well, if you guys have some moments to spare, I can tell you.
Oddly interested at this point.
Yeah, my ears are open.
Oh,
I take a seat.
I study. I'm a remnologist.
Oh, this thing. Jeremy has no idea what the fuck that
Yeah.
Of course.
So
Mhm.
you don't have to be patronizing. It's fine if you don't want to pay attention.
No, I'm interested. I just have no idea what the fuck
No,
it is.
I'm.
Oh well, he's like a bit. He's actually a bit surprised at this, and like sets himself up a bit more proper. As a remnologist, we study remnants. That's where the remnant part of remnology comes from. There are how to say remains, leftovers of another civilization around the land. Very rare, very dangerous, very powerful. Even after so long, they still have peculiar oddities and powerful defenses. And again, they're very rare, so that's why I travel with. He gives a smile, like awkward but warm smile to the rest of them, all of them, to help me get through these dungeons and things like that. Very mysterious, very enigmatic. There's not much known about them.
We've come across some interesting remnants in our travels, haven't we, Chodomir?
Have you? How so? How so? Just please describe it.
Oh, your average. Why am I blanking on the word right now?
Go to me all today.
God, it's been so long since we played. What is Nevi and Noxalis? Why can I not think?
Noxalis.
But not Noxalis. What's the larger?
Nevros?
Nevros. Jesus, my brain decided to stop working there for a second. But just your average, Nevros, signs of old Nevros settlements. Your.
No. Remnants are far older than any of us. Even the Nevros, even well before, I dare say, even elves and things like that. They were long ancient.
Oh, so maybe like that giant tree we found that one time, Chodomir?
Maybe.
As far as I know, the civilization of the remnants, they were very solidly based, very like stone, gems, things like
Durable.
that. No. Durable, long-lasting, certainly. Wood, even ancient trees and things like that. No.
And so are they more common in certain areas than others?
No. That's why we wander, hoping to hear some local legend or rumor, things like that.
A very interesting and a very interesting quest.
Why do you do this?
It feels very futile at times, but the few times that we have found ruins, it's been all the worth it. Ancient civilization.
Is it possible to do like an insight check to see like what he's feeling? As like, is it excitement or is it promise of like power kind of situation? Like, what is his main goal? Alrighty, where's my insight?
On that one.
Where the fuck is insight? There it is. Yo, what up? I'm the best at insight.
Wow.
Seriously, I've got like 4 nat 20s recently.
Alright, I can't wait for it all to come tumbling down.
I need to get trained in insight. What the fuck?
You don't know what is the root of this, but he is genuinely interested in studying about remnants. You don't know why or the reasoning or anything, but no, he's not seeking this for power or some sort of thrill seeking. He's
Just
genuinely
absolutely
interested.
fascinated.
Yes.
Nerd.
She's a nerd.
And that's definitely what Seema's kind of thinking, like, cool, nerd.
Seema, as a person from the Keplins, their remnologists are either there are sort of few actual legit on the level remnologists. A notorious amount of them are pseudoscientists, are crazy in their own right, eccentric, and other times heretical. To insist, because some theories insist that this ancient civilization was a civilization of gods. But that can't be. We know the gods. Some of us have talked to them. Impossible.
Yeah,
so piss off.
I've hung out with a few, like...
Dun dun dun. Also, we're getting heavily distracted. We kind of have a job to do right now.
Yeah.
This is very true. You guys dug into it, though.
Rip, we wasted all our fucking time on these idiots.
Alright, Chetamir, how about you buy me that pint that you owe me? Because they turned out they knew a lot more than you thought they would.
So close to getting away with that. I'll just buy like the entire fucking table around, just to be nice.
Wow.
How much is that?
Just for a pint for the entire table? Like,
Sure.
let's see, there's like 6 of you now, so it's like 5 silver, so like 2.5 gold, so
Sure.
5 silver.
So that number, that's nothing.
Wholesale deal.
Kid discount.
I'm pretty sure Ale should go.
I'm the DC. I'm the designated coachman. Can I get a soda, please? A soda, appreciate it.
Designated coachman.
I should have fucking asked this earlier. Does our mention of like information about Sinsig and their nobles, does that pique anyone's interest around us?
Yeah, anybody?
Like on this table or like around?
Around us.
Roll perception again, both of you. I know you both have an advantage on this, so I'm okay.
Come on, that one.
Not in that one, but you got 2 1s. That counts.
Well, I did.
Wait.
One of those wasn't that one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, it's
Oh
really
wait, we
advantage.
both rolled natural ones as the first one.
Wow. You
Holy
guys
shit.
better praise those shields.
They're the best fucking shields.
Yeah,
You see that
that's
larger group, not next to you guys, but relatively close. You guys are down one of the plus like little alleyways, so to speak, one of the little avenues of the plus. 90 degrees from you is another table, 8 people. It piques their interest. You notice that it piques their interest because they actually like. Gentlemen, you see one of them just like,
Oh.
and then they hush down a little bit. They still give the appearance of talking.
But like, it's
But you
noticeable
notice
that
that's
they
a
are
much more tedious and mundane conversation versus actual conversation.
Could I Hunter's Mark one of them?
You may, if you have the spell slots.
I of course have the spell slots. I have a bajillion spell slots. How many fucking spell slots do I have?
I don't fucking know. You gotta keep
Okay.
tabs.
Yeah, I have one left.
Well,
I used it.
how long does Hunter's Mark last? An hour?
I think it's an hour.
Is that an hour or 10 minutes? Or 30
It
minutes
lasts-
or 24 hours? I don't know spells anymore. I always get lost.
If you cast it using spell slot, it has to be second. That's stupid.
Second level spell slot, you said?
Hold on. No.
It lasts for up to an hour by first level. When you cast a spell at 3rd or 4th level, it can be maintained up to 8 hours.
Why is it like 3rd or 4th? Why not 2nd? Because I don't have fucking 3rd.
Because they're trying to nerf it.
Well,
Until you get 3rd or 4th level spell slots.
fine, I'll do just like level 1.
Alright. So it lasts an hour.
Yeah.
If you guys decide to trap this individual, I'm gonna break away to another group and then we can come back to it.
Sure.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. I think we're gonna have our drinks while keeping an eye on that other table now.
You just hang out with this one table.
Sure, just talk about Remnology and how Resting Bitch Face is really bitchy.
I wouldn't recommend doing that personally, but hey. You come to know them as Elijah of the Heartlands, as Vivian, as... Hold on. Need to make sure I got this, got the word right here. Sir Maximilian Michaelvich the First.
Max.
Max, for sure, to my friends. And Henry.
Henry.
Just put Max for Maximilian Michaelvich, unless you want to try to spell it somewhere. Yeah, so you guys hang out with them, and you're keeping tabs on the other group just as much as they're keeping tabs on you. Which leads me to my next point. Before I split up to another person, whatever. Both of you roll me your deception.
To be like, hey, we're not. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta maintain casual.
Hey, we're terrible at this.
You guys are as shitty at maintaining proper conversation as they are.
Here's the thing, though. I have a -1, and she still rolled worse.
Weather?
I have a -1, and you still did worse. What up?
Wow, we're trying to rub it in. They don't know they're magically marked, but they do know that you know. They know that you know that they know.
Back and forth knowledge thing. Okay. Anyway.
So basically, if you try to track them non-magically, it would have been harder. Because now they know that you might be following them.
Yeah.
But you have magic, so... And no one caught you doing it, so... So, roll 1d2. 1 is Aldrich, 2 is Karis. Karis, let's go on an adventure. I believe... Well, first off, you're not even there. I summon thee! You're gonna add her. I summon thee, Dragana.
Well.
Well,
Do we just want to keep
Alright,
hanging out at the bar?
well, Fred, are you here? Fred,
I saw a bleep for a second.
your mic might be muted.
My mic is muted. Hello.
Alright, well, seeing as how Dragana is not here to respond, let's go to Aldrich and 0.5 stars.
Alright, I'm gonna get coffee real
So-
quick. Be right back.
Go to it. Believe you were going to... No, Kara was talking to beggars. You were
Yes.
going to... What were you doing?
I was trying to figure out whether the houses that are occupied are supplied from outside of the noble district or within, and who those suppliers are.
Ah, okay. So basically, you're wanting to see, like, do servants have to go out to get their grocery shopping? Something
Yeah,
like
or if there is someone who supplies them, like an organization of some kind that can, like,
Like a
regularly.
wholesaler.
Yeah, essentially.
that. All right. Where do you start looking for this information? I should ask. I'll literally set the scene.
I assume there's like a gated community kind of deal.
For the Noble District, yes. There's one
Alright,
gate
so-
in.
I would go to the gate and see who. Yeah, I would ask them. First, I would introduce myself. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm
Well, I was gonna say one of them's a lady, so
gentle persons.
there you go. They both look at each other. Evening. Can we help you with something?
Yes. I represent an organization from Southwall who is looking to do business here in the Noble District. Who do I talk to in order to achieve that?
Roll me your persuasion. Just to start things off. See how trustworthy a person you see him at a glance.
Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
And do I roll with advantage, Casares?
Yes. Ooh, baby! Jeez, crackers. What a 19. Oh. Oh, if that's all you're here for. Are you looking to do business with one house in particular?
Well, considering my lineage, Silfwall noble houses are generally more inclined to do business with such personages, but anyone who's willing to buy my goods.
Not speaking for the rest of the twins, but here in Tiamat, we're relatively lenient with. She looks you up and down. Those of a Never's descent. In all honesty, any of the 6 noble houses here would be willing to do business. What sort of goods would you be trading?
Mainly information.
You raised an eyebrow at this. Information.
Yes.
Wait here. She spins on her heel. 270s coast around the gate. I should say that the Noble District, there's not like small shops or anything set up here. It's all designated manor and estate space and gardening and stuff like that. It's all living place. With guard outposts, of course, which is what she goes to. She comes back and you see a very tired looking decorated guard officer, and you realize that he's a bit familiar. He's the one that you saw at the library. What is it? He just sees you and just stops in his tracks. You're really getting around all day today, aren't you?
So it would seem. I'll
Follow
try and
me.
keep this short.
Follow me. This is outside in the place to be discussing this.
I follow.
The guard station is just like a little bit of a walk around the corner. He opens it up, and there are a number of guards who are some are helping people get into armor. You seem like you've come at something of a turning of the watch. Right past all of it leads you to a second story. Up past that, a third story. Even above this, which is atypical for a guard outpost. So that means he might have a big desk, but someone up there has a bigger desk.
Well, have a nice day.
At the door. It seems like he's the only one in right now, or he was the only one in. Cubicles. They're not like separated or anything, but like any like sort of thin or large walls. But there are like separate stations. And then he goes to one of them, sits down, gestures to a seat in front of him, sit down.
I take a seat.
So,
Did you say something, Crash? You're cutting in and out for me.
lag. Discord sucks. I don't mean that Discord, I just promise. What was the last thing you heard?
I sat down.
You sat down, Sora sat down as well, I was assuming. He's like your passenger on this journey. Alright, I'm gonna change songs, hold on. Let's see. Source here. What does the acoustic version of this song sound like? Sounds like, that's, yep, dramatics. Okay, this is relatively calm enough for a tired watch officer. Alright, so, information. I've told you have some, and that you're inquiring to the nobles.
Yes.
The city's nobles, that is.
Yes. See, I represent a family business of sorts who is looking to expand beyond Silfwall. We have interests in the twins, Keplands, and down towards Senseg. And information, it really depends on what our clientele is interested in.
Ah, I see. So you're not coming here with information in hand, you're offering your services as an information broker.
Indeed.
I see.
Recently, we've been trying to expand and establish more of a solid presence outside of Silfwall. And my reason for inquiring is I'm in search for a sponsor.
A sponsor.
Yes. We're in particular need of one here for the twins, of course, and down towards Sensig.
And you're hoping one of the noble houses of Tiramur would be your sponsor.
Or that they could recommend me into the patronage of someone else who's more willing.
Loath as I am to ask this, is there any particular information that you and yours deal with? Particularly the sort that might make someone in my position annoyed or more stressed for their job?
We only do personal requests, so it comes down to our employer, but we generally stay above board, legal, try to accommodate to the local laws, of course.
Okay. And there's no particular topic, you said. Trading, other nobles, stuff like that. Personal requests.
No, it's generally a find me this, look for that person,
So an investigator.
get me an idea of what they want, more or less, yes. Find me this rare artifact, has come up a few times.
I can point
Rare
you
bottles
to
of
them.
wine.
He raised an eyebrow at that. Not like he's interested, but just like that's a really just random specific thing. Well, I could point you or bring you to them, rather. But I imagine if you are bringing investigative services, that you're probably going to be held by all 6 houses as a general retainer, and if not, then you'll be given to us.
Interesting.
Third-party investigators are always handy.
Yes, this piques my interest.
Well, and he shuffles some papers, stacks them. Right now, it probably wouldn't be the best time. I imagine they'd either be consuming dinner at this point or doing whatever. Come back tomorrow morning.
So I shall.
He nods. Stands from the desk, holds out a hand to shake.
I shake it.
Come back tomorrow morning. I should be in. And I'll bring you to him.
I nod and I look around as if searching for the exit.
He gestures to the entrance that you came in through. And he comes to escort you to the door and out.
Well then, in the morning, thank you for your time.
He nods. Be sure to see you very soon. He escorts you back to the gate and then just bids you farewell, turns and goes back to the guard outpost. The lady guard, she's a bit more of a casual stance right now. So how'd it go?
He's a nice chap, your captain.
He's not my captain.
Really? He has this authoritative air about him, so I assumed. But then again, I'm no god, so what do I know?
Let's hear. And she gestures behind her.
Could you repeat that, Crash?
My goodness gracious. Discord's really acting up right now, Jesus. She said that High Captain is the one that's in charge of us here, and she gestured behind her to the Noble District.
Ah.
This is uncommon that bigger cities have captains, basically precincts, districts, stuff like that, that they're designated to. And then whoever is the best goes to High Captain reports to nobles, things like that. Sometimes there's multiple High Captains and there's a Grand Captain, depending on which city it is. That's for like really big cities, though. Capital definitely falls under that.
Well, your High Captain must be very competent, choosing skilled
alright.
representation is not easy.
He's alright. Younger than other captains, which is a bit weird to me, but he's doing his job well enough. Can't complain.
Indeed. Well, thank you. I'll be on my way.
Have a good night.
And you a calm one.
If we're lucky. So you depart?
Yes.
If there was anything you would like to keep a lookout for while you were walking through like this short segment into the Noble District and in the guard outposts, by all means tell me. We can roll perception, see if you saw something that might pique your interest.
Familiar colors, banners.
Roll me perception. Wow!
Lit.
Owen Wilson. Wow. To the list of goods.
Yay!
Remember I tried putting that Final Fantasy 14 there on SoundCloud once? I put the level up music and then the dungeon queer music. I got 2 copyright strikes on my account.
Hell yeah.
Square Enix don't fuck around. But you can tell with a natural 20. I'm gonna start giving you a bunch of stuff. From the gate area itself, you see that it splits. It's sort of like the Noble District is sort of built into disregarding like tiny alleyways, garden areas, stuff like that. Manor-wise, architecturally, manor-wise, civil architecture, it's built in the shape of a horseshoe or like a U. There's a central cluster of manors which are not connected, but like next to each other, adjacent to each other in the center area, and then all around the edges, which border view like the lake and all the surrounding area, are a number of other houses.
Yes.
So, in terms of the ones you recognize, you notice that all the Sylph Wall ones are towards the, well, I guess, it's left from entrance, so towards the northern side of this, basically a cliff that all the manors are built upon.
You said the northern side.
Northern side. And towards the southern side seems to be all the Heartlandic coloring. And with a natural 20, I don't think it's a very long leap of logic that it would make sense that the noble houses of this town and of the twins would probably keep to the farthest, most edged part of this cliff that has the best view, looking outwards. So, yeah, I'm going to start talking about that so I can just show it. It's faster. Oh, hey, you guys remember this old place? Haha. What fun time. Fun times. So let's see. I'll make this. Oh, we'll leave it cool. So if the there's a really shitty horseshoe. Don't judge me. It's like a square. But if this white line, if it would work, there we go. If this white line was the gates, the place with the best view, and therefore the twin estates of both this town and just of the twin in general, would be like towards this area, towards the farthest most stretch of it, and they'd be able to look out with the best view. So the Sylph-Wall estates would be on this northern end. I'll do some coloration here and some red. So the Sylph-Wall estates would be somewhere here, and the Heartlandic estate would be somewhere here. And when I say like toward the northern side, I mean it is opposite ends of the street. So it's not like this entire northern stretch is like all Sylph-Wall. There's also some in the center cluster as well, and same for the Heartland side. This is a really shitty graphical interpretation, but
Nice, gotcha.
so yeah, there is a central quote-unquote island of estates in the middle of this U.
And those are colors I do not recognize.
Well, they're colors you recognize, so... Well, They're codes that you would recognize, but the guard outpost isn't like it's not that deep into the district. It's like right outside the gate, so you didn't have cause to go deeper. But
Fair
at
enough.
the gate itself, you saw Heartland colors, Silpho colors on the outmost estates. If you went deeper, like you'd definitely be able to recognize which estates belong to which province, but you just didn't go deeper because you need to. So yeah, that's what you got.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, bye, Karen. Bye. So, what do you do after? Because this honestly took you a walk up here. Probably took you like 7 minutes, and that talk probably took you like another 7 minutes at most, including the walk.
So he spent like not even half an hour.
Not even half an hour. During this time, you guys are still walking down.
I think the first thing I would do is head back to the hotel, inform Owen of this, because it pertains to things relevant to him. And then I would also inform Connor that I have a meeting with some nobles in the morning, and
He raised an eyebrow at this, but he didn't say anything.
And that I'll be representing the family business, as it were.
Still has an eyebrow raised, but he nods. Anything else you do?
Let me think about it. You can do curse for now, if you wish.
Alright. I summon thee.
Ew.
Sorry, I was gone for a minute.
But the critical minute, apparently. So, Karis, let's go on an adventure.
Yes.
I believe your objective was to go talk to some peoples.
Diddle-diddle-doo. Yes, I do leave my backpack behind, though.
Fair enough.
I leave it in the hotel. And all I take with me is, like, a handful of, like, silver and copper coins, nothing golden. My loot. And... actually, I think I'm gonna go with my violin this time. Like, old school care style.
well.
And... the sword. No, a dagger. Hidden. 2 daggers hidden away. One in my
Very well.
boot. And my hand crossbow on my belt. Just because. And that's it. I'm going out. And it was like 5 when we started out, heading out, so I'm not gonna cast Dark Vision on me. So... oh yeah, and I'm still mad. So yeah, yeah, so I don't know, I just go out, I guess.
Well, where do you go to start your mission? That's the question.
I walk outside, and I go... I start leisurely walking around, sort of heading back to the library, because that's the place I know already, and just like start looking around, just chilling, you know, like I'm
Cruising.
I have my shoulders lowered and like kind of, you know, just trotting around. Like I don't really want to be here. What am I doing? This is stupid. And I guess look around a bit, see if I can find someone interesting looking.
Roll your perception.
Oh, Jesus. Whew, thank God. I forgot I have a +10 in that.
You guys are leaving and going out and about, all of you, not just you as Karis, during a time where, again, watch shifts are shifting, people are closing up shop, going home, going to the tavern. So as you're walking out and around, there are a large amount of people, just large crowds and things like that, just going about their day-to-day. Well, end of day, I suppose.
And any beggars?
Yes.
Who? Tell me about them.
Well, I'm assuming you stop at the first one you see.
I mean, I would look at them. Like, what do you look like?
Old, disheveled, blind.
Good.
Oh yeah,
I
good
know
that you're
better.
blind.
And throw him like 2 coppers into his blick thingy.
God bless you.
Tough time, eh?
You start just talking to the air. It's pretty loud around you. People talking, walking, stuff like that.
Would you mind if I joined you for a minute?
I can't stop you.
Alright, I just sit down next to him. So what's your story?
A foolish one.
I feel like I know it.
I'm assuming you can still see, yeah?
Yeah, so
No,
you know,
not as foolish.
working towards it, I guess.
Hope not.
How long ago was it?
Years. At least a couple.
What was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
He gets like a cringe look on his face. He doesn't look like he wants to talk about it.
Alright, fair. What's the nicest sound you've heard since you've become blind?
The newspaper, boy. Because then I know what day of the week it is.
Alright, how about this? And I start playing my violin.
Or performance.
Oh god, I don't want to!
What were you expecting?
Ah! Oh, okay, it's not horrible, thank god.
It's nice.
Thanks, my
Nice.
mother told me. Hey, I'm kind of looking for someone at the moment, and yeah, sorry, wrong word choices, wow.
Then
Like
I'm gonna help you.
Have you heard something about some Hildwyn coming into town?
Roll me luck.
1d100, baby. Oh wait, not just 1d100, you have to type roll in it. Right, Dragana. Well!
Makes sense, he's a blind man. Can't say I have.
Would you know who I'd have to ask if I needed to find someone?
Guards.
Alright, friend. Have a better day. I leave.
You leave. You re-enter the crowds.
Did anyone look weird while I was talking? Like, look at us weirdly?
They're
while I was...
pointedly ignoring you, like most people would do for homeless people.
And while I was playing the violin weirdly in the street corners?
Still pointedly ignoring you.
Yeah, fair. Alright, on with my adventure. I continue walking down. And, closer to a tavern, but not at a tavern, just closer to one, do I find some homeless people.
You find a homeless kid. Homeless people don't stick around when they're doing their begging. Because there's this competition.
Perfect. What kind of a kid?
Scruffy looking, shoulder length hair, tan from whatever sun this place gets. Ragged clothing. Looks to be 13, 14.
I want to adopt him. Nevi, get your things. We're adopting a child. I also give him 2. Is it a he or like whatever? I give them 2 coppers.
Oh, thanks.
Of course.
Appreciate
How are
it.
you? How are you doing out here?
Oh, the weather's lovely. Yep, real nice breeze tonight.
Yeah, I bet. So, what's a kid doing out here?
He just gives you like a blank look, like you asked it like a really dumb question. I don't know, what's a kid doing anywhere?
All right, fair. So hey, have you heard anything of like a dude called Hildwyn passing through here?
Why the hell would I know that?
I don't know. You look like a smart kid.
Maybe I am a smart kid. What's it worth to you? And he goes, oh, hand.
I give him 2 silver. Just to tell me if you know him. More if you
Oh,
can tell me more.
no, noble. I heard something. He puts the coin away.
All
2
right,
silver?
let's have a talk. Would you like
Time is
to
money.
go-
He holds out another hand.
Of course. Is there like a cafe or something close by where we're at now?
No. Not this south.
Mm,
Those places are closed regardless.
and a tavern?
There's a tavern nearby. You specifically went looking for one, yeah?
Yeah. How about you share the story and my coin over the drink?
How about you just give me the coin, huh?
All right, fair. I give him 4 silver pieces.
He just keeps a hand out.
All right, I give him 8 more.
Now you're talking. What do you want to know?
Where is he?
Noble District? Duh. Place any noble would go.
All right, but do you know where he might be staying or what he's doing here?
Does it look like I hang on the Noble District? He gestures to his ragged attire.
You look like a gentleman.
You're blinder than that guy up the street.
I met him. Funny dude. So yeah. Do you know what he's doing here?
He holds out a hand. That's some costly information.
Just give me like 20 gold and be like, fucking tell me.
I don't have any gold with me. I made it a deal not to take any gold.
Shit, right, you're right.
I gave him 10 more silver. And now just start talking, man.
This is some pretty costly information, alright?
Of course, but if you give me good stuff, I can give you more. Look, I'm also.
Well, it seems like you're struggling to give me more, so I'm not so sure about that.
Alright, fair about that one.
I heard he's in town. And he's out here to hide. Or do something, lay low, you know? Don't know from what. Or maybe I do.
I give him 10 more silver.
Okay, I don't know that much, and he hands back 5 silver.
Thank you for your honesty. Alright.
That's fair. Puts it away. All I know is, from where he was talking to his guards with, on the way up, I was following them,
Smart.
is that he was coming down from his little province, Sensi, whatever it's called. And he's supposed to lay low out here, keep quiet. Because he apparently pissed someone off in the capital or something. And he was very mad at it.
Ooh. Alright. What does he look like?
I don't know, a bit taller than you. Hair a bit shorter than mine. Dark brown, maybe black, couldn't tell. It's not. I don't know. Brawny? Well, maybe not brawny. I saw some bloke the other day who was really brawny. But like, Brawnier than you, brawnier than me, definitely.
Fair, fair. All right. With what kind of guards was he traveling with?
The killer sort? I don't know.
All right. And
They
he
look
headed
like
up.
they look like someone pissed in their coffee this morning, but they still had to drink it.
Wow. That's really cool. Would you know anyone who would know maybe where he is exactly?
No, I don't know anyone in no district.
No, but do you know anyone who does?
Shake his head.
Hmm.
Maybe the guild people in town.
Yeah, but they're not helping me.
Sucks.
Hmm. It's really cool. Hey, what's your name, kid? Or what do you want to give?
My name's Rolf.
Rolf?
Rolf.
I'm Karis, and I give him 20 more silver. Thanks for your cooperation.
Thanks for your business. Gives you a wide smile.
If you ever need anything, like, I'm at the big house over there.
That's not very
What's it called?
specific. It's not.
No, the hotel. I forgot its name.
I'm not helping you.
I know. Cascade?
Hotel. Oh, the Cascade either way.
I think that one.
That's. I don't think I'll be able to make it up there without getting a guy kicked through my boot.
Fair. But if you ever do need something, just
Ding. I'll try to sneak up there, but I think I'm fine
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah. It looks like you got it all sorted out. So yeah, have a nice time. Or whatever, I don't know what to say at that.
Damn you,
But anyway.
Damn you, Discord.
Yeah, I'll just buy and go.
Later. Roll me your persuasion.
Okay.
Advantage because she paid him a shitload of money?
Yeah. Do we get advantage? I gave him 20 silver for nothing.
No.
Damn it. Why did I roll so bad today? Damn, man.
Another that one.
Another one bites the
Continue to
dust.
work.
Hey, Seema, would you like to borrow me your coin?
Coin doesn't help when she's not there.
Man, could you imagine if you had advantage on that roll?
Let me see if I have an inspiration. Can I do that from far away?
No.
Oh,
The point of inspiration is that you are inspiring in the presence of another person and then give them inspiration. You divert
Fair.
it.
Alright. Why do I roll? Like, damn, man. All of those nat 20s before, like, they're coming back now.
Evening out the
vengeance.
statistical average. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Tell you what, I will give you this at least. I'll roll insight. I mean, I said give. It depends on what you roll.
Yeah, because, okay.
There you go. Rolf seems like the kid that he's very business oriented. He's got a lot of business moxie. Meaning, if someone asks about you for the right price, he'll sell you out too.
Of course. Like, that isn't even a question.
No, honor moxie is a very big thing in this world. You can thank the guild for that. Because
Yeah,
organized crime pays better than chaotic crime.
that's
and
fair, but...
Organized crime can work very well when you're willing to kill anyone to keep it organized.
I'm gonna be honest, Kiers would not... Like, now that I see that, it's like, okay, but I don't see anything bad with that. You know, kind of...
Well, keep in mind that the guild and the special watch work together multiple times, so it is a big government sanction.
Yeah, but, like, the guild is not working against us in this
No.
town. So,
No,
like...
you're on the other side of the coin. To be fair, though.
Actually, I return and give him 20 more silver and say, if anyone asks about me, I don't care what you tell them, but...
You can't. That's metagaming. That's metagaming.
It's metagaming? Okay, I did. Put insight.
You would not have thought that until I brought this up to you.
Oh, okay. Then okay. I mean, but what was the inside roll for?
Well, that's just to confirm anything. That's just to see what sort of person he is. The thing is, I told you to roll the inside.
Oh, fair. Okay.
And you
that's
told
fair.
me before. You told me before. Of course he would. So therefore, and you didn't do anything then.
No, I didn't.
So now
I wouldn't,
it's metagaming.
No. I would have asked him to just come and tell me if someone asked for me.
No, it's
Like,
still metagaming.
It's still metagame? Okay, I don't mind. It's fair.
Again, before you thought he would sell you out regardless. Before I told you to roll insight. The fact that I told you to roll insight and then brought it up and then you're like, oh, and now you're doing this. That's metagaming.
Okay, no, it's fair.
So the fact that you did nothing beforehand. Nope, you can't do anything now.
That's fine. You can just say no. It's fine.
Well, I'm explaining my
Alright.
logic so that everyone has an idea of how I do these.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, it's cool. Okay, then I just leave like before. It's like, all right. I guess I would head towards the nobler district.
Nobler district? So you
Let
go
me
up the
think.
hill.
Can we switch to Aldrich?
Well, that depends. Does Aldrich have anything he wants to do with
Yes.
all of his extra free time? Alright, we'll switch gears then. What do you do? You return back to your hotel, you describe things to Connor and Owen and things like that. What do?
I would quickly ask Connor if he knows if there's an art dealer in town.
He gives you like a peculiar look. He's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he just looks over. He's still in the long end room. And he looks over at Cedric and Velasca. Cedric shrugs. So this is Velasca. She's like shuffling cards. There's gotta be one. There's gotta be. Place like this, there's gotta be. Why ask?
I find art and espionage go hand in hand more often than not.
This is very true. Probably because it's an easy thing to steal, roll up, and sell.
Or hide messages in. Either way.
That too.
I was thinking about having a look, see what I can find.
She gives a look at Connor. He nods. She steps down the 10 cards. Be right back. Stay here. Like, she just begins walking out of the room. And she notices that she's the only one walking. And she just spins on her heel, like, not stopping the walking motion. Grabs Cedric by the shoulder. You too. Come on. Let's go. And then they both leave the room. We'll be back. 20 minutes.
I'll be here.
You want to play cards? Oh,
In
no.
spite of my background, I suck at cards.
We're done with I suck at cards too.
I'll give it a shot then.
But he's good at cheating.
No, Connor isn't.
Oh,
Roll your decks. Or that is if you want to cheat. What I was doing before is the other team attempting to counter cheat, so that's to keep things fair. If you want to just straight play, it just roll luck.
No, I just straight play.
Well,
damn.
Hey, you might get lower. You either 14.
Nope.
Nobody's. Connor has the heart of the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh.
This motherfucker done summoned Exodia when we're playing Rummy?
What the heck? You only get 2 cards in 21. How the hell do you have all 5 parts of Exodia? What the hell? Oh wait, no, the 5 in the middle. He just Texas Hold'em style, just Texas Hold'em and just reveal all 5 in the middle. Exodia, bitch. Send you to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys finally figured out Voidler Kelzerf and the Void is just a large extension of the Shadow Realm. So you guys are actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Show up there and he has a dual disc.
Hardcore.
Send me your best duelist, nerds! I play the card Pot of Greed. This card allows me to draw
my
2
God.
more cards into my hand.
That's fucking like season 1 pull. What the shit?
They saved the Pot of Greed description even in the last season. They say it every time they draw it.
In the very first episode, there's a very peculiar scene where he plays a part of the Exodia, and then it gets killed. But in the end, he still manages to have all 5 cards of Exodia in his hand.
Also,
he's
see,
talentless. He's a goddamn
Taryn
cheater.
figured it out. Taryn figured it out. Blue Eyes White Dragons Nevi. Come on, guys. Connor is Kaiba.
Doesn't Nemi have like 2 like brothers or sisters or something so they can make the ultimate?
Why don't you go ask her?
Kaiba? Oh my god. Am I Kaiba? And
Well, that
No,
makes
you're not Kaiba.
is Stars
You could be
Yugi?
Yami.
No, talking magical item. It's obviously Aldrich. Come on.
I don't know what any
let's
of
get
this
back to
is.
check.
You don't know
Oh,
what
you don't
Yu-Gi-Oh
have
is?
the anime
No.
yet.
What?
Oh.
How did you miss
Yeah,
this?
don't worry.
I know
it's. You got the memes.
I know it's an anime with a dude with weird hair. That's about it.
Yes.
Yep,
That's all I need to know,
Oh.
honestly.
That's all.
Oh, your new character, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to
Well,
Time to make another character. I'm sorry, but you gotta be.
I mean,
do. Can my nemesis
There's
be
some
Yugi
similarities.
and I'm Kaiba?
Why are there similarities?
I just have a secret nemesis somewhere out there who's actually the good guy and I'm the bad guy. It's
Dun dun dun.
like 10 seasons in, we figure it out. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm actually the douchebag of the group. He's the good guy. He's the one.
Anyways,
Yeah, sorry.
get back. That was a great side tangent. I'm happy we did it. But anyways,
what were we doing again?
let's see. So 20 minutes later, after Connor beats Aldrich with the heart of the cards and pure luck, Valeska and Cedric come back. And it looked as if like they left the room.
Really hard.
It looks like they just left the room and then just came right back in because they're in the exact same like it's still like she's grabbing him by like the under the shoulder, sort of like in the armpit area, and just dragging him behind. And he's just like getting dragged. And she comes back over, plops him down in his chair, and sits back down and puts her chin on her hand. So about that art dealer.
Yes.
There's 2 in town right now.
Fascinating. Are they available at this hour?
No, well, officially now.
I want to go see if they're available unofficially.
One of them's available unofficially. And the other one, not so much.
Ah. Does this artistic personage have a name?
I'm typing right now. Okay, fine. Saladin.
Saldine.
By the way, I can't tell you how funny that it is that she's named that. I can't. It's hilarious. At least for us, and she just her and Cedric. Because we usually have fake names, and that's what his name is.
Well,
He just he's ever in a gloomy mood, and he just leans deeper in his chair. You spell it differently. But it's still pronounced the same way. It's pretty funny, you gotta admit.
I crack a smile.
He doesn't say anything. Okay, girly names aside. Do you want to know about the other one, or you just care about this one?
Knowledge is power. Why not?
Type it. I have gloves on. I should take these off. Don't ask why I have gloves on.
are you dealing drugs? Why the fuck do you have gloves on?
No, I have pinkies to do drugs with. Come on. Crack pinky. Come on.
Have to have the coke nail.
Yeah, cook now. Oh my gosh, I can't type stand up. Someone from the exchange. Drin Jessun. Which I'm pretty surprised at. Usually people from the exchange aren't on the up and up, but apparently this one is, so fuck us.
Appearances and whatnot.
Fair enough. So yeah, those are the two.
So this Celine of the Heartlands, is she inclined one way or the other?
She blinks a couple of times, and you can tell that there's a joke in her head, but she's not going to say it. Legally or illegally, it doesn't seem she's inclined either way. If she can do both, I heard all the better.
And does she tame kindly to Nevros?
Oh no.
I guess I'll find out. Exciting.
I mean, come on, how many Nevros art patrons have you seen? Yourself doesn't count.
I narrow my eyes.
I'm just saying. Observation-wise, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You obviously never met my my uncle.
No, I haven't. Sometimes that's a good thing, though.
I don't have an uncle. I'm bullshitting you.
Touche.
I am one though. On that note,
I know that one. I got you on that one. Yep.
Terrible jokes aside, where might I find Sildine? Aside from the one in the room.
She's just like giggling to herself. From what I heard, she's staying with a friend nearby. Not a noble, just a friend. Or, maybe more than friends, I don't know. The other one's staying here.
At the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So this Drin Jessun, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I'm going to start looking for Sildine, see what is what, so to speak.
You do you. We'll be here.
Nearby, don't happen to know where.
We don't keep tabs on every single art dealer that comes in, even as rare as this one is.
Fair enough.
And you saw us just now. It wasn't that hard to just find out that she was in town.
True. Off I go then. I'll say and scurry out of the room.
Oh my god, Connor, you actually won for once! You hear as you close the door behind you.
I laugh down the hallway loudly.
There are ways of finding which person she might be shacking up with. That sounds incredibly sexual now that I think about it. She might be staying with. All I gotta do is just ask people. Have you seen this person? She will give you a description of Sodine as well, and for Dren.
Okay. Well, the first thing I would do is head downstairs, see if there's staff of some kind that I could ask, and I would give them Sildine's name and description and say, have you seen this person around?
Roll me luck. Lucky. Yeah, we've seen someone like that. She usually just went to the bar with another person. I can see if she's in right now if you're interested, sir.
Yes, please.
This is where I roll luck.
So close to that good 69. Oh, damn, you rolled real bad.
Yeah, yes, sir. She's at the bar itself right now. Shall I inquire to her for you, or will you be doing it yourself?
I'll go have a look myself. Thank you.
As you will, sir. And they go off back to their business. So, Ding herself, the description you were given, and what you see as you go try to find her. Relatively tall woman, 5'11" or so. Dressed in a, how to say, a tightly knit outfit. It's very form-fitting. Not in a necessarily seductive or sexual way. It's just more like lots of, what's the word? Corset, strapped sleeves, stuff like that. Riding boots. She can almost be mistaken for like a roguish adventurer or something like that. But her hair right now, rolled up into a bun on her head. Orange hair. Stuff like that.
Is she with someone or alone?
As of right now, she's on.
All right, I'll walk up to her and introduce myself. Ask if she's busy.
She's like idly spitting, like so, like basically a martini glass, just like empty, just sort of like twiddling it on like its the point of its base, like idly. She looks incredibly dejected and bored. No, take a seat.
Thank you.
She still is twiddling the martini glass, but she's much more intensive towards you.
I order a mulled wine.
This is the same like bold bartender from before. All right.
I'm surprised you carry that.
Gotta be honest with you, so am I. That's me in real life wondering why certain drinks are on a boba shop menu, but there it is. Anyways, though. Can I help you with something?
I hear that you are an artistically inclined person.
She gets a bit more light and shine to her eyes. That I am, and she sets down gently the glass. I'm sorry, she holds out a hand. Clearly you know who I am, but I don't know who I'm speaking to.
You can call me Aldrich.
Aldrich. So, Dean.
Pleasure to meet you.
So,
Are you thirsty?
I am now. If you're offering.
What's your poison?
I already had something, and she gestures, like she like ding, like flicks the martini glass. I already had something a bit light, so how about something a bit heavy? Surprise me.
I'll order the same vodka that we drank yesterday.
Fair enough. Now there's something more my speed. But there sits 2 drinks in front of you a few moments later. Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. She. So, artsy stuff?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
I will confess that I know very little in regards to the nuance of art, but I know what I find beautiful.
Okay. Describe it.
You don't happen to have a mirror?
Damn, that's fucking corny as fuck.
It is so cheesy.
It's very me though.
Roll me a persuasion. Roll me a persuasion. I don't know if she's into
waiter
corny
will-
jokes or not. Let's find out.
The
Let's
waiter
see,
now
nat
brings
one.
you a hunk of cheddar.
That one. That one.
Nat
Nat
20, come
20.
on!
Of
You
course,
will
roll
get
20
evade
knows that
tonight.
we're trying to seduce people.
She makes bad puns. She doesn't just love them, she makes them.
She breaks out laughing, and then a few moments later, after when she finally gets control of her laughing. That one was very out of nowhere. Props to you for that. I gotta say, I have to thank you. My evening was looking rather dour, but I have a smile on my face now.
I slammed the vodka shot, or the vodka drink, all of it.
And you can hold your drink. Just for future reference, where are you staying? Just wondering.
I don't know my room number as a player.
I don't know. Come up with something that begins with the digit 9.
904.
Oh, here.
Yes.
He gets a wide smile. And you see there's an edge to it. Not a wicked edge at all. And she just sips at the vodka. Well, what remains of it, at least. Potentially, Adrian. Potentially.
I see.
That sort of edge to it. So,
Well-
what can I do for you? Other than look at myself in the mirror.
Truth is, I'm meeting some nobles in the morning, and
Ooh.
I figured knowing a thing or two about art would be beneficial, so I figured better to ask.
So you're looking for an education then?
Sure, you could put it that way.
Do you actually care about art? Or is this just to put up a ruse?
Both.
Well, it can't be a ruse if you actually care about it. That's not how it... Never mind. I don't exactly have... She looks around the room. This place is lavish, but it's not, like, heavily decorated with paintings and sculptures and things like that. It's very... Yeah. She looks around the room. Not much to work with here. Tell you what. I have some things back in my place. Another smile with that same edge.
Well, I'm all ears.
Would you be down for a late night education?
Since you're teaching, you choose the method.
He turns from her bar stool. Then come with me.
And so I shall.
And so you shall.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
No, roll
Potentially.
animal handling.
That would be her roll to the mirror.
Yeah, she's dexterity.
Jeez.
I don't know how I feel about this with you guys. Shut up. There you go. That's a good response.
Sure.
Very witty.
We can narrow it down because I don't narrate sex scenes. This is not an erotic RPG, although some exist on Roll20.
Moving forward.
What exact? Like, I'm gonna have you give like, if you actually do sleep before, I will actually make you roll for that. But in terms of the rest of this, the actual reasoning behind this, what exactly are you trying to get out of it? Other than actual definitions and terminologies that you can actually use to throw around for artsy-fartsy stuff.
That is one part of it. And I also wanted to see... It's good that she invited me to her place, because that's what I was aiming for.
Oh, joy.
Yes.
You and every other guy.
Indeed. While there, if I get a chance to, I would like to just observe and see if anything catches my attention pertaining to clandestine work, potentially
Prideful work, or like, what do you mean?
you know,
Like of herself or like of her patrons? That's the bigger question.
anything to indicate that she deals with unsavory characters, such as myself.
Ah, okay. I'm not gonna make a roll for it. No, yeah, definitely. You do notice that as you go to her apartment, and you see now what the guild report is half correct. She is staying in a place with a friend, but she does detail to you, like, conversing with you on the way there. They don't share a room or a place. Like, they share the same building, but they have 2 separate apartments. And that her friend's uncle owns the building, and multiple others. So, cash in on some favors, basically. Cheaper rent. So yeah, so she stays here. She doesn't actually stay with a person. She does stay with a person, but not to a significant degree. But like that. So, as you again conversing, you're obviously looking around, and you do see like there are multiple things that indicate that she has done shiftier work. Some sculptures you see, like mid carving, like mid actual crafting, you notice that some of them seem a bit hollow on the inside. You notice that there are some paints next to a canvas, a painting, but the color of the paint isn't anywhere on the painting.
I look at the sculptures that look kind of hollow, and I give her a wink and I say, "No, that's my kind of art."
She gets to smile once more. Ah, so that's why you're meeting with nobles.
Indeed.
Well then, and she does like a grandiose bow before you. My bedroom aside, what else can I do for you?
That can wait. I find that your bedroom looks rather tantalizing.
Wicked smile grows wider. Something to discuss in the morning then.
Perhaps over breakfast?
Certainly. It's skintily. Shut up, bro. Alright, I do have to say, because I do this is not the first time someone sleeps with another person or an NPC. So, at least in my experience, roll me Constitution.
Here's the net one.
Pretty good.
Hey, I can't remember what Chedamir rolled on that.
Above average.
Do better than her.
Hey.
That's usually.
Alright, so that's where Aldrich's time ends.
And scene.
And scene. Fade to black. Just like Mass Effect. Or Dragon Age or whatever, just fade to black.
Can I just ask what you do with your sword during all of this?
Just hide it in the closet.
Pocket dimension.
I've told you I've given people talking swords before, and there have been times where they do engage in sexual intercourse with the sword present, except the personality of the sword was incredibly different. Like, incredibly different. Like, it's not like your sword at all, where it's, like, reserved. No, but the sword I had at the time, I didn't have it, but I gave at the time, it was loud, it was obnoxious, it was taunting and teasing. So you can imagine, the entire time during this, I was spamming someone else's Discord chat with a bunch of lewd and rude remarks.
Beautiful.
Luckily, you're sending your sword away, so good for you. So, Aldrich scenes are aside. Cheddar and Seema, you guys are comment. Oh, actually, well, Karis, did you have anything else you wanted to do? I should ask.
Yes, actually. I figured of something really stupid and really to Karis' character. I would like to run back to the hotel and get some paper and a pen, which I have in my backpack,
No.
and then run without my violin, just like a pen and paper. And I would like to grab one of the newspapers and just like see if there's a who wrote it sort of section, you know, like editor's note.
No, it's not.
What's the name of the paper?
You know, that's a good idea. I didn't really think that they had a name. I just figured that there's only one newspaper in town, so it's just referred to as the newspaper.
Okay.
The Twin Times.
Paper name, the newspaper.
It's not circulated around the Twins, though, is the thing.
Yes, but the Twin Times sounds cool.
The Twin Times, that's a really good name.
Alliteration, come on.
Okay. So,
No, it's just called the newspaper.
Damn it!
Yeah.
There's no one else. There's nowhere else in the Twins that has newspaper other than this place. All right.
I would like to ask at the desk, if there is a mortgage around here.
A what? A mortgage? Like a
Yes.
payment for a house?
Oh no, what is a morgue?
A
That
morgue.
people thing? A funeral
Yeah,
home?
Yes, it's a
Morgue.
morgue.
Not a
Thank you.
mortgage. A morgue.
She's from
Is
a
there
different
anywhere
country.
around
Give her
for a
some.
house I could borrow?
You've used the word morgue before back
Oh,
back in the
shit.
very first session.
Listen, my English skills vary from day to day. Don't judge me.
No, I have to judge you. That's how you get better at it eventually.
Nah, fair. Okay, so is there a morgue nearby?
Not nearby. Morgues are at the bottom. We're at the top.
Okay, could you like tell me just like a quick way there?
Go to the bottom of the hill and smell for the bodies? I don't know. I don't visit morgues.
All right. Thank you. And I run out. And I run down to the morgue. If I can find it.
Roll perception to see if you can find it. It's at this point it is sundown.
Damn!
Alright.
Feels bad,
What
cares.
the fuck is happening? Like, it's my third natural one.
She can't just ask someone down there, hey, where's the dead bodies at?
I am going to do that now. It's just that
Yeah.
fucking hell, man. This is my third. Am I 13 now?
The
This
morgue,
hurts.
it's somewhere over that way.
Who's
You eventually find your way to the morgue. It probably takes you an additional like 15 minutes, but
That's fine. Okay. Thank you. And I run there.
it's a rather
Can I find
plain, dour-looking place.
That's great. I
I mean,
Is there a
I don't think
door?
I don't think there's any morgue that's meant to be happy-looking.
Yeah, pretty much. So is there a door or something somewhere?
Yeah, there's
Oh, wait.
there's a front
Actually,
entrance.
I would look for a corner somewhere, just like a hidden place before I go there. You know,
Okay.
like where no one can see me.
Uh-huh.
And cast Enhance Ability on me.
Okay, so spend a spell slot.
Yes, for Charisma.
Okay.
And then run into the morgue. And just like knock on a door.
Well, I mean, it's unlocked.
Okay, and I run into the morgue.
There's a clerk there who's like clearly just idling with paperwork, like day in, day out sort of stuff. And then you sprint in.
Perfect.
Can I help you?
Yes, thank you. Oh, thank the Lord, someone's here. Hi, I work for the newspapers. I forgot. I had to get the names of the recently deceased for our section of the dead. Could you please help me out? We have to
The
print it
name of
tomorrow.
the dead person is already in there. They've already been identified. The corpse in
yeah,
the lake?
No, I meant like what I'm trying to do is like ask for the names of recently deceased in like the past few days, so that you can like,
okay.
column of it. I just don't know the name for it. Like that's the language barrier part.
Obituary?
Yes,
Obitu-
obituary. Thank you.
Well, there's
Yes,
no
like-
obituary section of the newspaper.
I know.
There is in the real world, but people die all the time in the Twins, so no,
I know.
it's good. It's a waste of money.
I know, which is why I would say like, it's a new experimental thing. I didn't know it. Like I forgot about it, and please, if I don't have it by tomorrow, I will dead.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
I will invoke a disadvantage because this is a very random thing for this person.
Okay, but I get advantage.
So just roll straight.
Oh shit. Okay. Ah, there we go.
Okay. Wait here. Sits down with the pen. It is this guy just looks very confused. I'll go check with my boss.
Thank you.
Few
Does he
moments
leave
pass.
the room?
Yeah, he does.
I quickly glance over the paperwork he's been looking at. Like, without moving, just glancing at it.
Just list of things that have been done, supply orders, stuff like that.
Good.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Eventually he comes back. Okay, we have 10 dead people.
I would say good, but that's not, but you know, like, what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't worry about that. Morbid humor is
Yeah.
a thing right here.
Good.
Sit back down.
Thank you.
Alright, so he opens up like a side shelf. Let's see, that's last week, this week. He pulls out like a stack of papers and he begins like looking at the tops of the papers, like he has them like sort of solitaire, like just showing the tops of them, and begins writing down and reading off it, writing down, reading off it. Puts the papers away. Takes the paper he was writing on. Slides it over the counter that is in front of his desk. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much. I look over it. What did it say? Like, just names?
Just 10 names, yeah.
Okay. Ah, that is perfect. Do you perhaps know, like, what these people, like, did work-wise? Just, like, so we can put, like, a little extra section of it, like...
Afraid we can't ask the dead what their occupation was.
That is very fair. How did you know their names? That is very interesting.
Had people come in.
Really? Okay.
Ask people that were around the scene of death, see who they knew, who they were. Contact next of kin. Standard procedure.
I see. Oh, thank you so much. You really saved me. Thank you. And
to be fair, some of these people died of old age. They didn't die like a dragon came in and ate them. They just died in their beds.
Oh, did anyone die from a dragon?
If you see a dragon, let me know. That means I'm gonna have a busy work week.
I will gladly let you know, friend. But did anyone actually die, really interestingly?
Shakes his head. Not really. Worker accidents, old age, disease, classic stuff.
I see. Well...
The most interesting one, I would say, is one died from some sort of steam explosion in the spa or something like that. But that's about it.
Whoa, okay. Should I not go there anymore?
I mean, it's not like there's bits of them floating in the water. You're fine. He's just doing some back maintenance stuff and got blasted.
Ouch. Which one is it?
This one. He taps the name third from the top.
Wow, okay. That is interesting. I can say that much. Oh, wow.
Not the first time it's happened, but it happens rarely enough. He sits back down.
Wow. Okay. That is really weird. So, how is it like working in a morgue? I mean...
Quiet.
Lots of people coming in?
Gives you like a blank look. Yeah, lots of people coming in, and they don't go.
Yeah, horrible guests, right? Never know how to leave. So, how's it looking like merchant-wise, adventurer-wise?
I didn't hear a thing you just said.
Sorry. So how's it looking like? Many adventurers dying over here? Merchants?
Shakes his head. Shakes his head.
Really? Figured you'd be packed with them. I mean, you're in the middle of it all.
Adventurers don't die in town, usually. Usually die outside. And merchants tend not to die because that's what they have mercs for. And if mercs die, they usually die on the road, and not in here. Not my concern.
Not fair. Fair. Well, thank you so much. You really saved my butt today. Oh, by the way, I just like maybe you heard something about it. I'm writing a story about it. We heard that a noble came in a couple days ago.
He gives you a blank look. Really, a noble came in.
But like secretive, okay? So like maybe don't blast it around. His name's Hildwyn. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Nope.
All right. Oh, what's your name, by the way?
I'm Roll. Named after famous author Roald Dahl.
Wow, I love his books. Thank you.
No, I'm talking about in the real world.
Okay. Hello, Roll. I'm Karis of the Heartlands.
Nice to meet you, I guess.
Sure. Let's hope we don't meet again. So see ya. And I start
Have a
leaving.
good night. Goes right back to his paperwork.
People are dying to get there. All right.
Anything else you want to do?
I'd love to find the body of the dude who died in the spa, but no, let's just let go.
So you return back.
Yes.
Lastly, but not leastly, that's not a word. Chenmer and Seema, I believe you guys have some tracking to do.
Ew.
Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme.
No, it's behind the KFC, come on. That's where the cool shit happens.
As long as I get to kick a sign doing a sweet backflip.
Yeah, Genevieve tries to do a flip and just...
Bitch can't do a kickflip.
Anyways.
You have some tracking to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Over the course of the night, eventually all of them depart as one. Like one group.
Mm-hmm.
You've tracked one of them. You've hunter marked one of them.
Yes. We should wait
I was-
a minute or two before before following.
I will tell you out of game what's going to happen, and you'll see this during your tracking, that they split up into different directions.
Well, that
Okay.
was kind of figured, honestly.
Yeah. So you're tracking one of them.
Yeah, let me see.
So-
Zoomed in on them.
So you have advantage on tracking them, but you also have disadvantage for them hiding their tracks. Actually, I'll roll 1d20 to see how well they're capable of tracking them, or covering their own tracks. Literally covering their own tracks.
Eh.
Roll your own survival.
I'm a fucking
Or roll
hunter, mate.
your investigation. Roll your investigation.
I'm also trained at that. Do I have advantage or is that just straight?
No, this is just straight for right now. This is just for them as a group.
What up, homie?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so their efforts aren't the greatest. So roll survival to track the one individual with advantage. So no disadvantage inflicted.
Before I roll this, should we do it, like, stealthily, or...
If you do it stealthily, it will slow down your tracking efforts, but obviously you'll be stealthed. But you also have to roll stealth rolls.
Seema?
Up to you guys.
Terran? Stealthy? No? Yes?
See, is not she's slightly stealthier than average, but not particularly gifted.
Should I use my last spell slot to give us pass without a trace if we do that?
Up to you. Well, they're not expected to be magically tracked, but they are expected to be tracked.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they were really freaking shit at keeping the disguise of casualness.
Okay.
Oh, we know you know.
We know you know, but do I know you know we know? Okay, I'm gonna use my last spell slot, or second level, to give us pass without a trace, and we're gonna go stealthy.
Roll your
Okay.
spells, and then we'll have plus 10 to each.
And that one, yeah boy.
32.
Nice!
28.
Do you have disadvantage because your armor?
Mithril,
No,
boy.
at least I have fancy.
Yeah!
A fancy
Shit, I
power.
forgot about that, or I would not have cast it. Too late.
Oh well.
Shame.
18 on survival. Not the best one.
Yeah, I would have mentioned if I had very clinky armor.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because that's not very meta to say.
Let's see. I
That's
have
a pretty
one spell
straight
slot.
up.
My luck has come to an end.
Yay!
And true to my ways, anytime I roll stuff, it's a natural 1.
Yes!
Very me, isn't it?
Yeah, boy.
You don't have a hard time tracking these guys at all. They do all ditch in other directions. Like, sort of scatter into the wind, ducking into alleyways. And dicking into alleyways, I don't know how you want to describe it.
Dicking around.
Dicking around
If
into
you will.
Look
alleyways.
down that alleyway. Anyways.
But you keep tracking them alleyways, main streets, using crowd footsteps, the whole shebang. You still track them damn easily. And surprise, surprise, obviously you go back to the Noble District, and you two come up to the gates. As players, it's the same 2 guards as before. As characters, you don't know. And you two are armored individuals coming in the middle of the night. Well, not middle of the night, but towards the night. Can I help you two?
Seema.
I like how both of us are like.
Both of us just like,
Stare at the guard with the different headlights. It was like,
So we've come up to the Noble District, we said?
Yeah, you're at the gate, the singular gate that leads into the Noble District.
do I see Edgar flying around?
Because you saw Dark Vision, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to call him down because that would just be suspicious, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
But yes, my associate here and I, we have some business to attend to with one of the houses up here.
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh.
On that one.
What sort? I will tell you right now, for things like this, if you roll shit, there's no amount of role playing that could get you in. If you roll average, there is some role playing, either hard or easy role playing to get you in, and on higher rolls, like it's like little is required to get in, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? This is what usually happens for when you guys do this sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it can still be done. You just need to work for it.
Yeah.
And which house is that?
Oh gosh, we talked about a bunch of houses earlier. I'm trying to think of a name.
That's obviously out of game.
See what 180s and grabs you. Like, talk to that.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't me asking. That was me like being like.
Was it Hildane?
That was very much Terrence.
Hildwyn is the one you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a noble house that has an estate here or a vacation home here, and it's definitely not one of the 6 main ones that actually are 4 here.
Mm.
You can name drop something because I don't think I gave you all 20 names.
No, you did not.
Yeah, here's the thing.
So you can just
I'm
name drop something.
terrible about ever taking notes, so.
You can just name drop something because I didn't want to actually make 20 names.
Yeah, well, we're here looking for. I'm trying to think of a good name now. Not that gives me that pressure.
Tobias McCormick. Or not McCormick, sorry.
Okay.
That's
Oh yeah, McCormick.
Tobias.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Tobias is the first name. Just tell me which province you're asking from. We'll just speed it up like that.
I can not remember.
That's a Hillman.
Tobias of the Highlands.
There is none from the Highlands.
Oh.
Highlands. Keplin's.
There are 3 from the Keplins.
Yeah, and that's where I'm from. So.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. We should.
There's
say
1 from
I got
Garth-Mod,
it.
3 from Silfwall,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
from the Keplins, 7 from the Harlands, 4 from the Exchange, and 2 from the Twins.
Yeah.
Let's say Keplin's. I have a Keplandish accent, so
Tobias. of
that's
the
where my
Keplins.
y'alls
Let's
are
put-
from. 'Cause it's southern.
Right. And what business is that?
Well, it's after dark right now, right? What time is it?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well, you see, our client expects a certain amount of confidentiality, hence our coming here after dark.
Takes
I
one
can assure you
step
it's all
to
on
her
the up and
left
up,
and
but-
blocking further blocks access.
I assure you, it's all on the up and up of such.
I haven't been told anything. Confidential clients aren't exactly something us guards like to deal with.
It's, well, to be honest, okay, we don't like to spread this around. We're private investigators. Hence the, as I said, after night thing, but not like, okay, so private investigators, as in, you know how
The other
nobles
guard
are
takes us into
about
his right now.
sniffing
So that we're both
around.
walking.
You know how, sometimes nobles, not to speak poorly of anyone, but may not, may be loyal to their house, but not loyal to their house, if you catch what I'm saying.
Just silence, just staring at you.
Okay, so we have a client. They're,
People are
They
sleeping around. We're
suspect-
looking for them.
yeah. Basically, we're just meeting with our client, however, who is suspecting that their partner is sleeping around.
Sounds like a hell of a job.
You know, it's hard work, but it pays well.
Good luck with it.
They don't move, do they?
No, they're, spears are crossed in an X, and they're just both walking the way in.
She was supposed to give us a stupid banner. Fucking damn it.
So you guys should be on your way.
I got nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wish I had, like, the credentials card.
Wait, do we still have that banner that Connor gave us? That's
No.
At this point, that would just be like, okay, that's raising hell suspicion.
Oh yeah, Captain, we had a Royal Guards member come in here the other day. Yep, totally would send someone into hiding even deeper.
Fine, we'll meet up with them in the morning. Woohoo! Fucking damn it, and leave. Jeremy just fucking leaves.
What's your guys' passive perception?
16.
14.
Alright, Tammy, you hear as you two are leaving. So much for a quiet night. Something to tell the captain.
We must kill them. No.
Yeah, guard outpost is just 3 minutes that way. Totally nothing bad will happen.
But since we rolled so good with stealth, is it possible for us to, like, sneak in, like, jump a wall, basically?
I mean, there's just an entire pike fence at this point. You can try. Keep in mind that there's a clearing, because it's a gate, and it's secured. So you'll have to sneak past the 2 guards that you just saw.
Like, right fucking next to the gate. I mean, like, a bit away.
If you can clear past the guards on this side and the other side, sure. You gotta roll stealth again, though. And acrobatics.
Hey, let me double check something real quick, like, because I forgot about this. Okay, thank fuck. Pass without a trace is not concentration.
No, it's not.
It's just on. Okay, good. So... we breaking in or not? Because...
Roll acrobatics first, and that'll determine your stealth.
I have gloves of climb.
Fancy.
Well, one of you still needs to roll.
Yeah.
Could I assist by dropping a rope?
Not really.
Okay, just want to check.
Because there's nothing to stand on the top of this fence. It's just spear point.
Oh!
Alright, both of you roll me your stealth. No disadvantage.
Boop. Boop. Ooh, 20, though. 25.
25. Alright, now I roll for the guards.
Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no. Oh, shit! Oh, double shit!
Oh no! Chunamir! Seema runs away as Chunamir is caught.
Yeah, so, as you guys are climbing the
This
fence,
was a terrible fucking idea.
and you guys land on the other side, you guys are like, alright, cool, we
You're
crit it.
just too
Like,
big,
you look at
dumb
the 2
idiot.
guards, you look at the 2 guards that are like at the gates that watched you originally, and as you guys like land and get to the bottom of this fence, a torch turns around the corner, 2 guards, they just give you blank looks, and then their eyes slowly glaze like from you guys up to the top of the fence, and then go back down to you. You're under arrest.
If I go back over the fence, are we all cool?
I can't go back to jail.
Seema's fine. They can sneak away. Seema can sneak away. I'm fine. I did make that comment if
Is
I
there
jump over
time
the
for me
fence.
to sneak off during this time?
This is the
So, I have to ask, do you resist arrest or do you not? If you resist arrest, you can escape, technically, but it does the entire set of things.
It's probably better that I just get caught. Is Seema also caught in this scenario?
Yeah, it's if I
Well,
pass.
it's up to Seema if she wants to ditch your ass or not.
Bruh, if Chedamir, I look at Chedamir very quickly from the point in the shadows to see if Chedamir looks at me very hurt as I just make a gesture that like I'm gonna be going off it this way.
Yeah, no, she's cool with it. It's like, do your fucking job.
So yeah, I am off in the night.
So, how's the
I'm too
work
pretty for
going?
jail.
So, pretty cool night. Pretty good breeze.
Drop your weapons, turn away.
Yeah, okay.
Starts dropping
Manacles
weapons.
get slapped onto your wrist behind your back.
Dropping weapons.
Manacles get slapped on. Pacified trace fades.
Oh,
Your
wait.
magical manacles. Oh my god.
They did get like 22 and 23, and your perception, or your stealth is now 15.
Well, that's the active noticing.
Okay.
Grab your weapons, and then one of them begins leading you. Like hands, the chains between the manacles. One's like put the square of the top square of your back, just leading you.
She's just going with it. She's just like,
They go past the main gate because the central outpost of the guards is in the center. They go past the main gate, and you see the two guards that you're talking to at the gate before. The guy the guy leading you looks at the lady.
oh wait, shit. They know that we came in a pair.
You owe me a drink. Hey, wait. You just saw one? Yeah. There were two. He hurriedly now pushes you to the guard outpost.
Should fucking cast entangle son of a bitch. That's me in my head.
Yeah, brought to the guard outpost. We got someone loose in the district. Close out the perimeter. Begin sweeping. The ones that were sort of on retainer get up. Some of them are annoyed that they actually have to do something tonight. Others are finally something to do. So you see like a couple of dozen guards leave. And you get brought down and then just sort of pat checked. All your shit is acquired by the state. And then shoved into a cell. Manacle's still on. And behind your back. The guy that was bringing you here and checked you in. You just bought me a bunch of paperwork.
Congratulations.
So,
I'm never
Seema.
gonna hear the end of this shit.
So, Seema.
I'm so scared.
You have approximately a 6-minute head start. Actually,
That's a bunch in D&D.
not when you have entire blocks to clear.
I was gonna say, can I have Edgar help, but like any signal I can make to Edgar would make it very obvious.
Yep.
Okay, Edgar's just gonna keep doing his thing.
So it's not like you communicate telepathically to Edgar.
Yeah.
And he has to see you. And stuff like that. So, Seema, you have 6 minutes before lockdown activates. What do you do?
Oh gosh, what do I do? Okay. So is there any house that looks like it is like completely shut down? Like no servants, no nothing or anything that I can see around me?
No.
Okay.
Every house has at least a skeleton crew. Albeit, like, a skeleton crew for the night shift would just be guards on the outside. But then, again, you have to... Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to sneak past them as well. Oh. I am going to go towards, like, the cliffside and try to see if there's, like, some type of outcropping around there or something that I could sneak down to, or I guess I'll ask before I get there.
It is also fenced off for safety reasons, that people would just jump off or fall off the lake all of a sudden.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. So, let's see. You described the setup of all of the nobles for Aldrich earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, here, I'll move it back.
Yeah,
So
because I'm
the
like,
cliff itself is this weird. Oh my god, my mouse! It's sort of like this. The civil architecture of the manors is like a U shape.
Yeah.
So there are central. That's a square. So it's like a sort of central path that leads like around, and then in the center, towards the edges, are where the actual manors are.
Mhm.
So what do you do?
What does Seema do? Seema's not very stealthy, but she's not a rogue by any means.
Tell you what, I need to use the restroom. So you have until I get back from the restroom, and then from there, it actually becomes a timed encounter.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. For the sake of Taryn, you guys are allowed to help her.
Do you have any spells?
Oh, damn. I forget about the fact that I'm fucking magic.
I was so tempted to entangle them, but I'm like, that's gonna cause so much more trouble than if I just walk away. And then I was like, oh right, they saw us in a pair. Fuck.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a thing.
So yeah, do you have any spells?
I'm
Don't forget, you can cast guidance on yourself. Just say it.
Oh, true. So that's definitely going to be a continuous thing here. I don't think I have anything prepared right now that would be any type of good besides being able to cast guidance on myself. And I also, thank God, have command. So if someone comes at me, I can pause for them for a second.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
I have very heavy armor. I have plate armor on right now, but it's mithril, so I don't have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay, good. I was gonna say,
I'm trying to. Yeah, no, I'm good. I am fine with stealth. I'm just trying to think, based on what I know from the setup, what would be the right way to try to like go around and escape.
Break in a house.
Well, that was my plan, but they all have guards and stuff, so then that's me having an extra. Because if there was a completely empty house, I would break in and try to disguise myself and sneak out in the morning.
Call for Edgar. Maybe he's somewhere here. Just look around if he's somewhere here, and then talk to him because he can understand you. You can't understand him. So tell him maybe to lead you to one of the houses that's unoccupied.
They're all occupied, Crash said. They all have at least a skeleton crew of guards outside.
I'm back. I can't tie teeth. So
run to the other side of the gate and jump.
You can't just climb back over the gate. That is an option.
Okay, I have a question.
It might be better just to leave.
Do any of the houses have like separate servants' quarters?
Oh yes, many of them do.
All right, so in those, is there one that has just a skeleton crew of just a couple guards outside that also has separate servants' quarters?
Oh yes.
So it's like mostly on. Okay, so I am going to go for
couple of guards. No, a few guards. Yes.
Yeah.
There's not two guards at the door. Nothing in the back.
I also figured that the guards will not be watching as closely the servants' quarters as they are the rest of the
keep in mind, all the manors are next to each other.
Yeah.
And once that lockdown kicks in, every house guard will be up and on their ass.
Okay. I mean, I could just try to climb back over. Oh my gosh, I'm so going to be arrested. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d2. For a 1, I'm gonna try to sneak into one of the servants' quarters. For 2, I'm just gonna try to hop back over, because those are about the only 2 options that I have right now. So, let's go. Okay, go into the servants' quarters by
Don't
nearest
forget
me.
guidance, Seema. Don't forget
Oh,
guidance.
and I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. And I guess, should I roll stealth right now?
Yep.